mom Donna, his dad Jeffrey. And next, number 33, Dallin Briggs. And with him tonight is his mom Karen and his dad Tom. And number 37, Lucas Young. And here with him tonight is his mom Lori, his dad Matthew, and his stepmom Melissa. And next, number 42, Junior Blunt. With him tonight is mom Shannon, his dad Sean, his grandparents Sylvia and Robert, his brothers Don and Jabari, and his sister Chanel. And next, number 47, Thomas Miller. And with Thomas tonight is his mom Angela and his dad Edward. And next, number 50, Josh Doria. And with him tonight is his mom Tammy, his dad Anthony, and his sister Madison. And number 51, CJ Gill. And with CJ tonight, his mom Teresa, his dad Curtis, and his sister Kayla. And number 52, Jacob Miller. With Jacob tonight, his mom Kitty, his dad John, and his brothers Stephen, Ben, and Luke. And next, number 55, Jager Beresheim. Tonight with him is mom Heather, his dad Josh, his grandparents Jean, Jody, Bob, and his brother Jaden. And next, number 56, Jared Gregerson. And with Jared tonight, his mom Jennifer, his dad Jim, and his grandma Carol. And next, number 61, Kenny Stepney. And with Kenny tonight, his mom Mary, his aunts Chantel and Carla, his grandma Margaret, his brother Eric, and his sister Maggie. And next is number 62, Caleb Neeson. And with Caleb tonight is mom Julie, his dad Tim, and his brother Josh. And next, number 67, Michael Major. And with him tonight is mom Letitia, his dad Ben, his aunt Stephanie, his uncle Al, his brothers Ben and Aaron, and his cousin Casey. And next, number 71, Scott Rawson. And with Scott tonight is mom Danielle, his dad Scott, his sister-in-law Brittany, Mike and Andrew, and his nephew, Aiken. And number 72, Josh Cedeno. And with Josh tonight is mom Marissa, his dad Joshua, his sister Lisa, and his brothers Darren and Robert. And finally, number 80, Jason Luna. And with Jason tonight is mom Robin, his dad James, his brother Kimo, and his sister Destiny. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's give one final hand to your senior Wolves.
If you do this, you will not be able to go to homecoming.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with honoring your South Kitsap High School band seniors. Starting with Mario Amaya. And with Mario tonight is his parent, Anna Romero. And next, David Bear. And with David tonight, Carla and Matthew Bear. DJ Bennett. And with DJ tonight is Heidi and Kelly Bennett. And next is Chervabo and Masaki Koya. And with them tonight is Louie, Karen, and Rihanna and Brittany, Chad, and Clara Wright. And next is Emelita Brown. It's with tonight Matthew and Larry Brown. Next is Kristen Bush. And there with is Charlie Bush, Leslie Livingstone, Jess Harper. Next is Nicole Espiritu. And with Nicole is Easy, Elvis, Danielle, and Christopher Espiritu. And next is Corey Estes. And with her is Greta and Matt Estes. And next is Paulo Fernandez. And there is Rocky and Nia Fernandez. Next is Brandon Fields. And with Brandon tonight is Rebecca Rogers. Next is Shane Fitzpatrick. And there tonight with Shane is Sean and Anna Fitzpatrick. Nathan Lee. And with Nathan is Richie, Diane, and Ryan Lee.
Do you need extra foot?
Next is Damian Lamar. And with Damian is Cindy and Marty. Next is Catherine Martin. And with Catherine tonight is Teresa Wardlow, James Martin, and Sarah Jones. Matthew Martin. And with Matthew, it's Bruce and Lisa Martin tonight. O'Leary. Stephen Raymond. And with Stephen tonight is Barbara and Rick Raymond. And next is Cameron Smith. And with Cameron tonight is Christina Copes and Norma Smith. Sarah Stoll. And with Sarah tonight is Robin and Michael Stoll. Next is Haley Saruda. And with Haley tonight is Jana Saruda. And finally, Mary Ella Hernandez. And with Mary Ella is Susanna Lincoln and Frank Marlena and Salvador Hernandez. So thank you, seniors and parents, for your hard work, dedication, and leadership that you have provided over the last 4 years. Your example on and off the field have led us in the right direction, which will ensure a very successful future. You will truly be missed, and we wish you the best of luck in whatever your future brings. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will finish with your cheer and dance seniors. First for your cheer team, Alex Agee. And with Alex tonight, Mom A.D., Dad Rodney, and Sister Ainsley. Next is one of your captains, Courtney Busley. And with Courtney tonight is Mom Deanna and Dad Sean. Next is Haley Cook. And with Haley's Mom Jessica and Dad Dave. Next is Leah Duque. And with Leah's Mom Ruth, Dad Oliver, and Sister Lena and Lara. Sarah Gavern. And with Sarah tonight is Mom Kristen and Dad Matt. And Kendall Hammond. And with Kendall, Mom Michelle, Grandma Kathy, Uncle Steve, Aunt Brenda, and Cousin Tim. Next is Courtney McIntosh. And with Courtney's Mom Denise, Dad Clifford, Sisters Lindsay, Morgan and Emily, brothers Grant and Bradley. Next is Sierra Rowencap. And with Sierra tonight, Dad Kenny, Stepmom Christina, and Mom Julie. And your other captain, Carly Saruda. With Carly tonight, Mom Jana and boyfriend Albert. Next is Miranda Banjo. And Mom Ruth and grandparents Jean and Robert are here with her tonight. And finally, Katie Wittig. And with Katie, Mom Shelley, Dads Paul and Artie, grandparents Ed and Loretta, and sister Ashley and Justin. So ladies and gentlemen, one final applause would be appreciated for your senior cheerleaders. but not least, your Wolves Senior Dance Team. Starting with Michelle Dean. And with Michelle tonight is her dad, Chad Dean. Next is Miranda Fawcett. With her tonight is parents Jeff and Fonda. Next, Sarah Gasky. With Sarah tonight, her father, Gregory Gasky, and her mother, Susan Gasky, and brother, David Gasky. Next is Darren Giuliani. Escorted tonight by Jason Giuliani. Next is Betty Paschke. And with Betty tonight is Suzanne and Scott Paschke. And next, Gabby Slintz. And Gabby is escorted by mom and dad, Tawny and Mike Slintz. And finally, Jasmine Wilson. And with Jasmine tonight is Sonia and James Wilson. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give one final round of applause for all your band, dance, and cheer seniors.
Welcome everybody to South Kitsap High School and our last Friday night football game at the high school here. It's a special night because it's been homecoming 2016. A little later during halftime, the band will perform and then we'll meet the 2016 homecoming court and the traditional crowning of the homecoming king and queen. We're happy to be coming live to you this evening on SKTV, Wave Digital Cable Channel 205, and we're also streaming this game live in high definition on YouTube. You can find the link on the game by going to the school district homepage, click on SKTV. Tonight, the Wolves take on the Emerald Ridge. I'm Lee Ludeau, and joining me in the booth tonight is Brian Pickard, Phil Nenninger, and Greg Pickard. Gentlemen, last night for football for us for a while. How do you feel?
Well, it's a beautiful night out there. We had some rain earlier this afternoon. It feels a little bit damp, but this is a team that South should be able to compete with, and looking for a good night.
Greg?
Well, it's homecoming night, so it's a lot of fun to be back here as a fellow alum myself. I know a lot of us are really looking forward after a big, was it last week that they took on Rogers, I think?
That's correct. They beat Rogers 57-21, I believe it was.
So that was the Wolves' first victory. Defense showed up. My understanding, I wasn't at the game, but talking to the coaches, is that we kind of gave up 3 quick touchdowns to Rogers, and then the defense really stopped them, and the offense got going, and we just were able to roll. And we're looking for more of that tonight.
Well, I'm excited to see tonight's game. I think the boys are going to be just super excited, and it's homecoming. They've got their fans and the senior night, and the coming off the big win from last week. It's just going to be South Kitsap football. I think we're going to get on a roll here and have 2 W's in a row.
Yeah, it's been like a spirit week all week, and we had our assembly today, and I got to say, it was one of the louder assemblies I think I've heard for quite some time. So I think the kids are all geared up for it. We got a great crowd out there. It's not just senior night for the football players, it's for our dance team, and it's for our cheerleaders. So, it is like you guys say, it's a very special night.
I remember, when my son was playing here, and Liam, sure, and Brian, when your sons were here, that, for the parents, this is also a special night. For a lot of us, it's the last time we get a chance to see our kids play on the field, and, my son played football for 10 years leading up to this point, and it was really special to just be able to sit here and watch them in their last game.
Yeah, I was just saying to you all just now that, like you just said, it's special for the parents. And Siosi Soto, who will be the starting quarterback to us for South Kitsap, number 14, he was a little bit, I don't want to say depressed, but, he was asked about his mom coming over, and he told Coach Krolick now that she wouldn't be able to make it. But Coach Krolick had already met his mom last night at 10 o'clock here so she could decorate his locker. So he saw his mother on the field today before the game. So I'd imagine that was quite a cheerful moment for him and her. So that was really nice to have.
And, and the real nice thing about that is I'm sure that pumped him up and pumped up his adrenaline too, because I pulled kind of the same stunt on my son wrestling when my wife came home from Iraq, and he had no idea she was coming and walked into the mat, and
I remember that match. I think it was over in less than 30 seconds.
28 seconds he pinned the kid. So that definitely gets these young men that.
Sorry, Phil, as you can see right now, you can see the team coming out, and they look pretty pumped up. So we're going to have Brian Pickard start off with the offensive starters.
Tonight we have number 11, Isaiah Bird. He's a senior. Number 13, Deshaun Keel, a sophomore wide receiver. As Lee just shared with us, Sashi Soto is our starting quarterback. And at running back will be Eli Watry. Number 34, Isaiah Davis, a junior, is the other running back. Our offensive line, number 52, Jacob Miller. Number 55, Jaeger Biersheim. Number 56, Jared Gerson. And number 61, Kenny Staffney. Also on the line is number 67, Michael Major, and number 81, Quinn Ogan, will be on the other side as a wide receiver tonight.
And coming out on the field right now, we have our color guard coming out, and they are led by Cadet Lieutenant Commander Anastasia Zunk. Cadet Lieutenant Joshua Ray, Cadet Lieutenant Colin Ruane, and Cadet Master Chief Quinn Dewey.
So after the color guard, we'll go ahead and we'll have Greg Pickard announce our starting lineup on defense.
And tonight's national anthem will be performed by the South Kitsap High School Marching Band under the direction of Gary Grams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a great job of our color guard, I'd like to introduce you tonight, Sophia Canton. She is going to be our sideline reporter. Go ahead, Sophia.
Thanks, guys. So it's pretty crazy down here right now because it's the homecoming game. It's senior night for football, dance team, cheer team, and for band. And you know, as you can imagine, for seniors playing on their senior night, it's pretty intense. And I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with a few of them before the game and pick their brains about what's going through their heads right now. And you know, they're just pumped, they're excited, and they are ready to go out and crush Emerald Ridge tonight. So back to you in the booth.
Thank you very much, Sophia. You look pretty cold out there, but we're obviously pretty warm up here, so I'm glad to be up here.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of a breeze coming in from the south here today. Don't know if that's going to affect the game at all. You know, but it's kind of up and down. The flag is straight out right now. So hopefully the weather isn't too much of an impact on the game.
Looks like we got our captains out there for South Kitsap for the towing cost. Number 52, Jacob Miller. Number 31, J.J. Leota. And number 27, Eli Watry. And while they're out there doing the coin toss, we're going to have Greg Pickard go ahead and announce our defensive starters.
All right, tonight is Jimmy Olmstad at cornerback, number 5. Number 6, Nathan Marin, a junior, playing strong safety. Deshaun Keel, wide receiver, a sophomore, also playing free safety tonight. Anthony Kingsworth, a senior, defensive end. DeAndre Davis, a cornerback, number 24. Jeff Williams, a senior, at linebacker. Dallin Briggs, 33, D-line. Norman Patrones at 43, number 43. Ethan Frangaso at linebacker.
So Emerald Ridge comes in. They've got 2 victories. 2 victories on the year so far, coming with a record of 2-5. And South Kitsap obviously is sitting here. I'm sorry, Emerald Ridge is 2-5, and South Kitsap's at 1-6. So South Kitsap will be kicking off from the south end of the field and kicking off down to Emerald Ridge. So handling the kickoff duties is Chase Peterson for South Kitsap. It's a short kick, bounces at the 20, takes South Kitsap hop down to the 15. And do good coverage and get him down at the 23-yard line.
Well, Phil, as before we start, it's been noted that we're biased towards South Kitsap, and I'm proud to say that we are.
Absolutely.
We obviously, alum, parents, we want to see our boys do well. We also want to see a good competitive match, and we will obviously recognize Emerald Ridge's players as they do well as well. But yes, we are biased, and I'm saying we do not make any apologies for that now.
Now, Emerald Ridge starts out with a run off the left-hand side, similar offense, a pistol play, and South Kitsap defense again steps up, and it's a loss of 1. That's a great way to start this game.
Yeah, you know, when I've been looking at the stats that Coach Carlock presented with me today, again, going on a piece of paper, this should be a very competitive match. So I'm looking forward to this extremely.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the senior night and the homecoming kind of tilts in our favor. So second play is going to be a pass play. It's caught out to left-hand side for a gain of about 5 yards, 5-6 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up.
There was a nice throw by Gage Hansen as well for Emerald Ridge. Yeah, tight spiral.
So 3rd and long 4, short 5 yards. And let's see if the defense can stand up and get 3 and out in their first series here. Man motion, the run play up the left-hand side. And that's going to be about 10 yards, so that's enough for a 1st down up to the 40.
Looked like number 19, Drew Simmons, who got the 1st down for Emerald Ridge there.
Nice play. Kind of got most of the South going over to their left and ran play back to the right, so a little bit of misdirection. So 1st and 10 for Emerald Ridge at their 40. Pass play coming up, quick pass out to the right-hand side of Emerald Ridge, and good tackle holding on. Oh, they let him go. He gains 5 yards. They had him for no gain, but just couldn't hang on. Defense really didn't get over there that quick. But,
that's a big wide receiver there, Phil. He's number 9, Andrew Boston. He's 6'4", 190 pounds. He looks pretty. He looks athletic from up here.
Yeah, he did a good job. I thought we were going to stop him for no gain there, but you know, he was able to get. Thought we had a foot tackle, able to get away, but the rest of the defense swarmed over and held him to about 5 yards. So second down, run play up the middle, breaks out to the left-hand side, and South is there. Gain of about 7 yards, so on the South Kitsap side of the field, so another first down.
I'd say right now, Phil, we got to get a little bit lower on our tackles here. We're tackling up high, and the runners are just dragging us along with them.
Another run, same play, different back, but same play right up the, actually same back. Gain of 9, so on first down, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So we have to stop that run. You know, that's making it a little bit too easy for him. I think we can. We just need to make some adjustments. So 2nd and 1 from about the 38. Man motion, they give it to him coming out this side. Nice defensive play trying to hold him in. And he's going to lose some yards there. Great stop by the defense. Good job penning him in, not letting him get out this side.
Yeah, that looked like tackling from Isaiah Bird and Jeffrey Williams there, so that was a good job.
That's a loss of 3 yards.
I don't know if was that the outside linebacker that forced that back in to where his teammates were to shut that down for a loss.
Yeah, that was a great play by the linebacker there. So we got 3rd and 4 yards, a long 4.
I'd be looking at number 9 here. Well, I got that
Yep.
wrong.
Little quick receiver screen, and he breaks down outside. That's number 1, Marvin Williams Jr. Taken for gaining about 12 yards.
So Coach Kralik was telling me today that Marvin Williams here, their number 1, is actually one of their star players. So I would suggest he's definitely one to be looking out for.
Yeah, that was a nice little screen. You got a good little block from the inside receiver there. So first down, another pass play coming up. Then push out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And, as I was saying earlier that about Andrew Boston, he is their other star player. So a couple of their receivers are the star players of this program by all accounts. And they're showing it right now.
Yeah, we obviously, they're going to call it 1st and goal from the 10. And again, we just need to, they're not taking big yardage, but we got a lot of little plays going on here that's marching down the field. Again, we have a run play this time. Going kind of off left tackle. Nice hit. So that's going to hold him to a 2-yard gain. So that was Jeffrey Williams on the stop there. Hold him to 2 yards, and let's see if we can keep him out of the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 8. Kind of see a lot of similar formations to what South runs, but not the hurry up. So still a pistol formation. Pass play coming up. Through the hands of number 9. That was a high throw, but good job, good defense on that.
Yes, and you got to say that there's a mismatch there with Isaiah Bird only being 5'11" and Mr. Boston there being 6'4". It did actually hit his hands. You would have thought he was going to hold on to that one.
So the one thing about Isaiah is he is a bit of an athlete, so I'm sure he can get some jump.
He does have some hops. There's no doubt about that.
So
we know that from his track.
So 3rd and goal from the 8. And we have timeout on the field.
Yes, Coach Kralik didn't look very happy there. He had to run all the way down the sideline there to get the attention of the referee to call that timeout.
So we're seeing a lot of runs kind of off tackle, left-hand side of the offense, and I'm not sure what adjustments you got to make there, but I think that was about 25 yards on this drive. So
Yeah, piggybacking on what Greg Pickard said a couple of weeks ago, I think it's going to be, again, if we can dominate at the line. If we can dominate at the line, then there's no reason why we shouldn't control this game. What do you think about that, Greg?
Yeah, I think football in its essence is won and lost on the line of scrimmage. You can make all the plays you want on the outside with receivers and running backs, but if you can't get the ball out of the quarterback's hands, the running back can't make it back to the line of scrimmage, you have no offense. And so I'd like to see South's line step up here and hopefully cause some disruption. So far, it seems like they've been pushed back a little bit on the snap of the ball.
and it does seem like it takes a drive or two for South's line to get going. But here we got quarterbacks under pressure, running with the ball. He's throws it out of bounds.
That's great defense by South Kitsap there. Never stopped pursuing, kept everybody covered downfield, didn't give the quarterback a chance to find anybody.
Yeah, for sure. It goes back to getting that pressure on the quarterback.
So this is an interesting moment here. I'm assuming they're going to go for a field goal. However, Emerald Ridge has yet to make a field goal this year.
So this one will be about 25 yards. Set up right in the middle of the field for him. So hopefully South can get to this. The snap's good. And the kick looks good.
Well, that will be Emerald Ridge's first field goal for the year.
So that's 3-0, but I consider that a win for a defense when you have first and goal and they can't push it in. So
I would definitely agree with that, especially as far down the field as they moved it. So good job on South Kitsap's part.
And what I'm hoping is that's the start of a, the defense waking up and the line started doing a little bit better right there the last couple of plays, and hopefully we can get some more stops on defense.
Yeah, it looks like they rushed for about 24 and passed for about 38 on that first drive, Emerald Ridge. So, pretty evenly balanced there.
So Emerald Ridge was coming out for the kickoff. South is still getting their kids together to kick off. Looks like the kicker for Emerald Ridge is number 41. That's Swanson Collin. And going back for, Colin Swanson. And Isaiah Bird and
So Colin Swanson to kick it off.
Connor Seaton are back for South Kitsap.
And back for your Wolves.
So they're standing at about the 10, so we're not expecting a real deep kick here. Oh, it's actually real short. South has to be careful. Good job. That was number 8, George Ta'ala.
And I'm not too sure whether he thought about leaving it and not realizing that is a live ball.
Yeah, there were definitely some on South who weren't going for it and returning like a punt.
He was leaving it to bounce, and he should have caught that in the air. So I think we were a little bit fortunate there. We got some good field position, Phil.
Yeah, we're starting on our own 39, which is probably the best we've ever started a game in the last couple of years. So first is a sweep to Isaiah Bird, and he's got some speed, and he brings it up all the way to the Emerald Ridge 43-yard line. That's a great run, about 18 yards there.
He was tackled by Daniel Gregory of the Jaguars, but that is a first down.
So we got first and 10 for the Wolves at the 44-yard line of Emerald Ridge. So next play, the pass play, out to the flats, and that ball's dropped. Just a little bit behind, the receiver had to turn all the way around, but Emerald Ridge had a cornerback out there to make the play there, so I don't think he's going too far. So I'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I'd like to see Ciosi probably put in motion quite a bit tonight. As we know, he can run. He's got a good arm when he's on fire. So I'd like to see a lot more of him in motion. See what we can do with it.
So it's COC up the middle. Good job on quarterback keeper. Gains 7 yards. Down to the 37 of Emerald Ridge. So this is certainly 4-down territory as we make forward progress here. Quick handoff. And we gain a yard, so this will be 4th and 2 from the 36-yard line. And there's no doubt in anybody's mind South is going for it right here. They're lined up.
And he's doing it quickly.
Yep. So Wolves got it and cuts it back in. And that's Isaiah Davis gaining about 10 yards on that play. So Wolves first down. And we are at there's a 9-yard pickup. We're at the 27-yard line. And ready for a snap again. Wolves' fast-paced offense is definitely moving.
They got the play.
So a little bit of a counter to Isaiah Davis, and he's gained about 8 yards on that one. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2 from the 19.
And this is a good job by the offensive line right here. They're making some holes. They're winning the battle right now up front.
There's nothing, South is just marching on the field. Quick pass out to Isaiah Bird. Caught down to about the 12-yard line. So another 8 yards or so for 7 yards for South Kitsap. So 1st and 10 from the 12.
This is a great start, gentlemen, for South Kitsap right here.
Pitch out to Isaiah Davis, going around the left side.
Oh, he's going to be in.
He's in for a touchdown. Touchdown, South Kitsap.
That's a great answer back right there.
That didn't take very much time at all. So that's a great start for South Kitsap offense.
You've even got Coach Kralik up there jumping in the air.
You know what I saw on that drive? There was a lot of different misdirections going along. Pitches, options, counters. Nothing was right at him.
That's correct. And I'll tell you one thing's for sure. We had some good job of running the ball. I believe we had 52 yards running with 8 yards passing there. So that's a good job for our offense that they can run the ball.
So we're set up for the extra point. The snap, kick, and that looks good.
Well, that Mrs. Kralik in Texas, Mr. Kralik's mother, is always watching her son coach this team. So that first touchdown is for you, ma'am. Hope you're enjoying your evening.
And that's great that we get fans from all over the country looking at this. And one of the nice things about this is I know I have people in Montana, some alumni watch from the Dakotas. And we have a replay coming up of that touchdown. Just a nice little pitch play. You see the line just doing a great job of keeping on their blocks. And it really does not get much easier than that to walk on in. So
yeah, they did a great job of turning their man inside so he could go around like that.
Yeah, that was, again, just a great job by that line. So South of Kitsap is going to get ready to kick off here.
5:54 left in the first. This is going pretty fast already.
It's a fast game, and it's going in our favor. So this is great. The wind is picking up, and it's in our direction with the wind right now. So see what sort of a kick we get. It almost looks like it's on purpose, a little bit short, high and short. Picked up at the 20, and South Kitsap brings them down at the 28-yard line. So Emerald Ridge will start from there.
So we're looking at the stats here, gentlemen. Emerald Ridge is averaging about 31 points a game, and we're averaging 37. So, like I said, on paper, this could be a close game. Whether it's going to be a high-scoring one or a low-scoring one, I'm not sure yet. But they've obviously both scored on their first drive, so let's see if we can get some defensive work from here.
And I think that's what's going to dictate this game, which defense steps up. Both offenses can move it. First play is a pass play. It's that little screen out to the receiver. And he's getting some blocking, but South does a great job of getting over there, holding to about a 3-yard gain. That was number 1 Marvin Williams on reception. So it's they're giving him 4 yards of progress. So it'll be 2nd down 6. So it's like a run play coming up the left-hand side where they had some success, and he's got a haul. And that's a big gainer for Emerald Ridge. That's about a 26-yard gain on the ground. So
that was Nathan Marin who was the one that made the tackle. And I just wish he would have taken that arm with a little bit of a swim move and maybe stripped the ball from behind. But I believe that Nathan Marin is our leading tackler on the team.
Yeah, I don't think the running back knew he was back there. So, and we're looks like we're going to get offsides against South Kitsap. Left end came on across. That's going to cost us 5 yards in penalty there. Make it 1st and 5. I'm going to do a quick shout out. I know my grandson is sitting there wondering where I am on that computer, but Lincoln, just Pop wants to say hi to you. So he's probably our youngest fan, but he's always looking. So here we go. Another quick pass out. Same little swing pass, goes for about a yard. South is doing a great job covering that. Just a little quick out to the receiver. And then single blocker out there, so if we can outnumber him, we can get on in there. So I think, not a lot of incompletions, not a lot of people going out of bounds. And this quarter's only got 4 minutes left in it. So we're at the 32, 2nd and 3. Another pass play. Quarterback's getting some pressure, and he's going down. Oh, I think they're going to get him for a horse collar. I kind of disagree looking at it by shoulder pads.
I strongly disagree. He had him upwards as number 3 across his back there. That was not a horse collar.
Maybe in the vicinity of holding, but we'll see what they call. Oh, they got face mask.
Okay. I didn't see it. So.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. I saw shoulder pads, but those officials were out there. It may have been on a lineman. You never know.
And there's 5 of them out here, and they can see a little bit better than I can. So
you're a little bit closer to the game. So I'm not sure what the conference is. You kind of have to accept this. Oh, it's a 5-yard face mask is what they're giving. So 5 yards, repeat, 2nd down. So it's not the personal foul.
It's not often you see that.
No. It must have been quick, and that's maybe why we didn't see it. So it brings up again, 2nd down and 2 yards. Quarterback runs right up the middle, and he's going to gain that 1st down. Goes for about 5 yards total. So we're down to the 26-yard line, and we need that defensive line to kind of stand up again and stop them here. Let's not let them get any closer. So we have been doing some blitzing, I've noticed, and getting some pressure on the quarterback that way. So we'll see what defense dials up here. So it's 1st and 10 from 26. Man motion. Quarterback's keeping it right up the middle. And he's tackled by a host of Wolves, but not until he gains 8 yards. So he's down to the 18.
And we're still tackling up high. We can just get one man to go down low.
So 2nd and 2, they're down to the 18-yard line again. We have got to get low. We got to get some push on this line.
And you can hear the crowd yelling defense. So, like we've said up here, they can hold them no more than another field goal. Again, even though they've marched down the field, I would still consider this a win for the defense.
So So 2nd and 2. Here comes another blitz. And they do a great job, the defense does.
That's a loss of 3 there, Phil.
Fantastic job. The blitzer kind of got the back right as he was getting the ball. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 21. So that's the right direction.
Well, Greg, if they don't get it here, what do you, you're the Emerald coach, what would you do? Would you go ahead and go for the other 3, or would you try for a touchdown this time?
You know, if I would wait and see what they get here. If they can pick up a couple, I'd say go for it. I mean, you know, you're against South, high-scoring offense, and Emerald Ridge is definitely capable of moving the ball, as we've seen.
And he's right at the first down marker.
If I'm their coach, I go for it.
They give him the first down.
Unfortunately, it's not going to come down to that decision.
Yeah, I think that would have been too far into this win for their kicker anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, they're picking up some good chunks of yards per clip. Last couple plays, minus the tackle for loss, and I think you take your chances, and even if you don't, you pin them deeper than what you gave them on South's previous drive.
And as Phil just pointed out, he wasn't even considering the win there as far as kicking a field goal. So, and it's looking pretty strong out there.
And so we got another timeout in the field. This time it's going to be Emerald Ridge calling timeout. So both teams using all their timeouts in the first quarter. So we have 1:06 left, and South is winning 7-3, which is a great spot to be. But see if we can get some defensive stops here and hold them to a field goal try.
And we'll try and keep you going with the stats as best we can. We got Brian Pickard up there writing them all down for us. And just looking at rushing offense-wise, our game, we normally have about 226 yards of rushing, where Emerald Ridge only has 92. So there's a big difference there.
Yeah, and they have 66 already in the first quarter. So that's, you know, not their game, but they found something there.
And I think that's something that we've struggled throughout most of the years, being able to stop the run.
So teams are coming back on out, and we'll see what the play call is. It's 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. So South is going to come with some pressure, and it's pressure got to the quarterback as he's throwing it, and throws it behind number 9 for an incomplete. So I think that may be one of our answers. We may need to bring our linebackers.
And that might be maybe a little bit hard here, Phil, but number 9 had both hands on that ball, and I know it was a little bit behind him, but you've got to make that catch. You know how I feel. If you touch it, you catch it.
I'd almost think that as big as number 9 is at 6'4", that they throw him in the end zone, kind of like Jimmy Graham, and throw it up high, let him go get it.
Right now he's lined up off sides according to where I'm looking at, but the rest don't see it that way. Quarterback run, and he's going to gain about a half a yard, maybe a full yard. So again, the defense coming on up strong, brings up 3rd and 9.
Making a good stand so far, so one more and let's see what happens. We got 40 seconds left. We're going to have to run a play.
Well, if you push them back, if you South, you call timeout and make them kick into the wind. So 3rd and 9, it's a pass play.
Looking at number 9.
Looking at number 9. And it's incomplete.
So they don't have to call a timeout. It stops the clock at 19.5. So.
And I don't think they're going to try for a field goal here, leaving the offense on the field. This would be about a 33-yard field goal into the wind, 32-yard field goal into the wind. And like I said, I don't think their kicker has that range. So they are going to go for it. 4th and 9 from the 15-yard line. So here's where South needs to come up big.
You wouldn't want to draw here, would you?
No. I'd be throwing it. And they drop it. They had a receiver in the end zone, and he drops the ball, so South will take over on downs.
You can see Deshaun Gill down there just tapping his chest like he had a little bit of a heart attack there because he knows that he got a little bit fortunate, got away with one there because I think that should have been held on to.
Yeah, it's, I thought it was a touchdown myself, but dropped the ball, so, doesn't get better than that.
Nice to have a little bit of fortune there.
So South comes out on offense, and there's 14 seconds left in this half. So they're going to go deep, and it's overthrown.
Got a flag on the field.
We do have a flag down. And 7 seconds left in this quarter.
I like that call. Big stop, take a shot.
Unfortunately, it's holding against us.
So that'll bring, that's going to be about a 7.5-yard penalty if they accept it.
Now we're going to be starting on our six-yard line.
Penalty will move the ball back to the 6 at first and 19 for the Wolves.
So we're going to throw it out of the end zone. No, it picks up and starts running with it. And he's down at the 5, so he's going to lose a yard. So that'll bring up second down and about 20. So that's the end of the first quarter, and it's 7-3 South. So we will start going into the wind from the north end of the stadium.
So when you're looking at the passing offense here, Emerald Ridge are they're averaging 272 yards a game. So they all, pretty balanced with their running offense, and comparatively, our passing offense is 180 yards a game, which is quite a bit more than our running.
So what do you think in the Greg, in this first quarter? I know we're talking about some line play. It looks like the line tends to stiffen up, or they're bringing more people. If we get closer to the end zone, expect that trend to continue for South. If that's what's working.
I think so. As they start to tighten up, Emerald Ridge pinches down, and South's starting to bring their linebackers a little bit more, mixing up. I think I saw an A-gap blitz there once. There's definitely some pressure coming from the outside linebackers, and so I think they're trying to keep Emerald Ridge a little bit on their toes as to where that pressure is going to come from. So I see no reason for it to stop, at least at this point. It's been effective, it's been purposeful, and it's hit home almost every time they've gone for it.
Yeah, and Emerald Ridge is actually has more rushing yards than passing yards right now. So, I'm not sure why they aren't daring it out a little bit more, since that they tend to have more passing yards than rushing in a game. But they are able to move the ball. Just they can't get into the end zone, which is working for South.
And they've been successful running the ball. So, like you said, Phil, I would expect them to even run the ball when they're near the goal.
Yeah, I think that may have hurt them a bit because they had a bunch of incomplete. So South is ready, 2nd and 20 from the 5-yard line. Pitch out to the right-hand side, and that's well covered. And that looks like Isaiah Davis gains about, hard to see from our angle, but it looks like he gained about 4 yards. So we've got 3rd and 16. So South is going into the wind now. Players waiting for the play. They get the play in. And it's a quick pass out to the left-hand side, little screen play. Brings on back up the middle and about to the original line of scrimmage at the 15. So that'll bring up 4th down. And South is putting out their punting team.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that call, Phil.
I don't think bring it back up in the middle when they're pursuing like that is the direction to go. I think, you know, if you run that little screen, a little quick out, you're running outside and try to break something. But there's just too many yards to go when it's 15, 20 yards. So South punting from the 15. Gets off a clean kick. It's low. And it's only going to go up to the 35-yard line.
I think the wind had something to do with that as well. I mean, it was low, but
yeah, it's definitely blowing out there right now, right into the face of the kicker. So, being senior night and homecoming week, you got to put a shout out to Aaron Ladeau, Lee's son. He's I read in the paper he's #1 in Division II in punting. With a 46-yard average, so #1 in the nation in College Division II. So congratulations.
thank you.
So quick pass play over to the right-hand side, and that's going to be just a little bit short of the first down. So gain of about 9. So it brings up second and about a foot. I'm wondering if with the wind, if we're going to see some more passing. So run play to the right-hand side right now. South does a good job of stuffing it.
Yeah, he didn't get a first down on that. He's still short by about a yard.
So great job by defense. That's what we need the line to do. Keep coming up. And again, it's real close. He's only about a foot away. Third down. Let's see, Wolves are coming up to show him blitz. Quick pass play. Caught. Oh, he breaks away from one tackle, but they get him. That's going to go for 10 yards down to about the. They're marking it at the 13, so that's a 12-yard gain for. I'm sorry, it's, 13, 14-yard line. 12 yards, 1st and 10 for Emerald Ridge. Again, here's where our defense is stiffened up before, so let's hopefully they can again. Pass play again, and it's incomplete. So this is the second time they've started 1st and 10 inside the 20, open up with an incomplete pass play, and that seems to put them in the hole.
Yeah, it's a bit baffling, really. You know what we said a few moments ago, they're running it pretty well, and yet they insist on passing it.
Yeah, I'm expecting a run on this play. We want to make it a short third down, nothing else.
Won't be long before we get an interception.
Nope, another quick pass. Oh, number 9 cuts it in. He's a big young man. He's in for a score for Emerald Ridge.
That was a nice cut.
Yeah, that's that
Andrew Boston.
And he's 6'4", 190, and just made a nice play.
An athlete.
Yep.
You know, I've been noticing, maybe it's just me this game, fellas, but South seems to be mixing up the position of their safeties a little bit more than I've seen in the past couple games here. Did you guys notice that at all?
I've been noticing that, on running plays, definitely bring them up a little bit closer on what I think they figure is a running play, and they're also getting them outside a little bit more. So we have a flag on the play. So it is a false start against Emerald Ridge. I'll back them up 5, which, again, they've only got 1 field goal this year, so hopefully their every distance moving back is in their favor. But the wind is definitely in their favor right now, and it is starting to blow out there. The flag is straight out.
Yes, I was just saying it's blowing straight down the field here, so.
So again, try for the extra point. Snap's good. It kicks up, and it's good. So it's 10-7 with 9:44 left in the half. And definitely plenty of time for the Wolves to score a couple of times. So we've shown we can move the ball. You know, it was tough on our last drive. We started out with the penalty on our own 5-yard line, and that definitely affects your plays when you start out first and 20 from your 5. So hopefully this is be another short kick and get good field position here.
And I'm sure the coach has told them, short kick, grab it in the air, not letting it bounce.
Well, you can fair catch a kickoff, so hopefully that's what they're telling them. So what we don't need is turnover on the kicking game here. So we have Connor Seaton and Isaiah Bird back for South to receive the kick. They're still back at the 10.
You know, Phil, I'd almost play one of them up to about the 25-30. And
we'll certainly see what happens on this kick, and if there are any more, you know, you've got to move them up. So again, that ball, it's fumbled.
I say, Connor.
And Emerald Ridge has the recovery. So the special teams, I mean, that's a killer. They have the ball at the 29-yard line after getting their first touchdown. So South's defense is going to be put to the test and needs to come up with a stop. Simple as that.
Well, what I have taken from that right away is they certainly do not want to be kicking it to Isaiah Bird. No disrespect to Connor, but I'm going to, they're probably respecting Isaiah's speed. So they're definitely kicking it away from him. So we might want to try something different as far as that's concerned next time around.
With that, and we got play going out the right hand side, and this is a misdirection in the around.
I saw a block in the back, so I can't believe there wasn't a flag on that play.
Well, went in for a touchdown. There are no flags on the field, so that's going to count.
Yes. From my vantage point, there was definitely a block in the back end. I cannot understand why a flag was not thrown.
Not seeing a lot of flags here. So I don't know if they've decided to let him play or what, but that was Marvin Williams going around the end.
I saw that one pretty clearly, and what happened is the Emerald Ridge player came and pushed South Kitsap player really in the back, and then that player then fell over and ran into the last possible tackler for South Kitsap. So it's too bad they missed that one.
So the extra point is good, and it's 17-7.
I do ask the question how 5 referees on the field missed it, though.
Especially when it's at the our booth is at one end and this was happening at the other end. But again, you got to play the game, and hopefully we get a call or two in our favor and it evens out. But it's certainly a killer on one of those when the play goes in for a touchdown. But the first thing we have to do, I think we have to move our deep men on this kicking up 10, 15 yards, because the ball's not going anywhere near that deep, and they got to run too far to get it.
Right, and that's what I was saying earlier. You know what? I think you just move Connor up, and you have Isaiah play the middle. And if it goes over his head, we're going to get the ball at 20. So.
So that was quick. Didn't even take a full minute off the clock. It's now 17-7.
You can see how he's got them lined up right now, Phil.
Yep, he's got them both in the middle. They're not going to move to the very end.
And very well thought out.
Yep.
Because there it is.
Isaiah Bird down at the 10-yard line. And Isaiah brings it up to about the 24-25.
And I like it. You know what? It made the kicker think, and we got a flag in the play. I'm going to say it's a personal foul, or
It's certainly after the play was over. So
Maybe a little bit of taunting. I'm going to take a guess and say it's against Emerald Ridge.
no, it's against South Kitsap.
And the only reason why I was saying I thought it was against Emerald Ridge is because the white app up here was just kept looking at them.
So that's costing us 5 yards. So that was a delay of game penalty. So another handoff for South Kitsap up the middle, gain of about 3-4 yards. Could bring up second down and 6. That's right. Second and 7. They only give him 3 yards. So pitch out right away to Isaiah Davis, and he makes some moves. And he gains a first down, picks up 8 yards on the play. So again, South can certainly move the ball and do it quickly.
He hit the deck hard, so for him to bounce up like that's pretty good.
It's, part of that I think is this field. This field is designed to absorb those shocks. So, and quick out to Isaiah.
All right, we got a flag on the play. It looks like it was a face mask.
So that's Isaiah Bird. And he'll gain about 3 yards, and we'll see what the penalty is.
I'm not sure there, Phil. I'm not sure if it was a face mask or helmet to helmet.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but he could make the call. Then we know. It's a hand to the helmet, automatic first down. It's going to be 15-yard penalty.
That's another call you don't see very often.
No, you don't. Kind of special defense is one of those you see a lot on offensive linemen getting their hands up into people, in higher levels. But again, South is moving at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Isaiah Bird coming around, they give it to him, and around to Isaiah Bird, and he's got some speed, and he's gone. That's going to be all the way in. So that's 52 yards for Isaiah Bird. And that didn't take very long for South Kitsap.
And I like the play call. They kicked Isaiah Bird actually away from Andrew Boston. And I'm not sure if Andrew Boston was meant to go with him or not.
I know that it looked like there was a little bit of a mix-up. Looks like
flag on the play.
We do have a flag. Okay, I think he signaled the wrong direction because I think it was a penalty against Emerald Ridge because otherwise it would have been accepted, but he signaled it against South Kitsap.
And Emerald Ridge.
But against both.
Yes.
But either way, the touchdown stands, so we're in for the extra point. And again, this is Chase Peterson. And holding is Garrison Glisson. Waiting for the officials. Snaps high, tipped, but still goes through.
That's a good hold right there.
Great job by Garrison there to get that ball down. So,
yeah, even the coaches are acknowledging that on the sideline.
We have the Wolf out there cheering on the crowd.
We've got ourselves a good game going here, gentlemen. 8:18 left in the second quarter. 14 to us and 17 to Emerald Ridge. This is looking good.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting in fact that we aren't seeing much defense, unfortunately, still. So I really think that if South can get their defense to come up, they can even turn this around easily. Before halftime, we could have the lead again and keep going from there. So both teams are out here. South will be kicking off into the wind. And to be honest with you, if I'm South, I don't think I want to kick it off to Marvin Williams or Andrew Boston. I think I'd be looking at
doing the same thing that Emerald Ridge have been doing to us.
Exactly. First of all, they're down at the 10-yard line. Kicking into this wind, I don't think it's going to go that far, but I'd pop it short. Short and to the left. Kind of like that. Let it bounce and see what happens. Good job of getting down low and tackling Mr. Boston, and that's number 6. Looks like on that tackle, so that's Nathan Merritt.
I got to say, George Tahale also, nice hit.
So great job of stopping him there.
George is quite a big linebacker himself. He's a 6 foot, 210-pound young man.
So Emerald Ridge 1st and 10 from the 39. Let's see if we can put a stop here. First is pass play. Nobody to throw it to. Oh, dangerous pass, high across the middle. South had a chance, but nobody quite there, close enough to get to it. So it brings up 2nd and 10. It's kind of funny. Emerald Ridge doesn't huddle up, but stands in a group to get the play, and then huddles afterwards. But I think most of them already know what the play is from the signal coach gave the quarterback.
That's it.
Another pass play. It's going to be swing to the left. Good job by South to get up there. That's number 13, Deshaun Keel. Holding to a 5-yard gain, 4-yard gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Looks like our corners are playing a little bit closer up as well this week, Phil. Maybe they did that in the last game. I didn't see the last game, but they seem to be playing a little bit closer.
Yeah, we're looking at more of a 4 to 5 yard depth instead of the 10 to 15 we were getting last home game. That everything's getting thrown inside of them. I'm looking at this going out to Mr. Boston here.
Yeah, what do we got here?
Quick
6 yards.
Quick out. And so the quarterback's going to have to run for it. Tries to throw it, and it's incomplete.
Oh, what is the flag
and
for?
we've got flags on the field.
I'm almost going to say it's a sideline warning. That's what I'm taking a guess. I didn't see pass interference, that's for sure.
No.
Did he just indicate personal foul?
Yeah, it's a personal foul against South Kitsap. Doesn't tell us what it is. That's a personal foul. So
unnecessary roughness. I didn't see anything.
Unless something happened at the end of the play when the receiver went down. But I don't know. I didn't see either. But we don't have a great angle from up here. So that moves the ball to the South Kitsap 42, which is really too bad because we had them stopped at 3rd down. But those penalties are killers. Defense is stepping up though. So let's see if we can get it again. Definitely being able to put some pressure on his quarterback. Run play, and South is right there all over it.
Good job there by Nathan Marin. He was not letting go of that leg.
Yeah, holds it to no gain. Great job. We need that could have been in the backfield though if South would wrap up. Too many kids bouncing off, not getting their arms around. And that could have been dangerous if Marin hadn't stopped him. Got him by his feet. So again, if I'm South, I think I'm bringing at least one of these linebackers, put some pressure on his quarterback. And we're going to have a motion here, I think, against Emerald Ridge. Yep. 5-yard penalty, so I'll make it 2nd and 15. So fantastic for South. So that helps South's purpose. So looking for a pass play here. What do you think, Lee?
I would definitely be thinking pass right here. I just, trying to decipher. Well, they're going to put number 9 across from Isaiah, so I'm going to say they might be looking at number 1 here.
Well, South coming in, has the quarterback. Great job, sacks him.
He's not looking anywhere. That's number 67 for South Kitsap right there, Michael Major.
So that's an awesome job by South's line. Like I said, it always seems to take them a little while to get going, but then they do. And
are we looking at 3rd and 22 here?
Right about 20, it looks like. So that was a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, I thought the ball was further back. I was hoping a little bit there.
Hey, I'd go for it too.
3rd and 21.
We'll take it.
We got another flag.
We have South has too many defenders out there.
Okay, so what? They have too many defenders. Can we let them play?
Nice thing is that that brings up to 3rd and 15 instead of 3rd and 20. So and they're going to snap the ball from the 47-yard line.
Oh, look, we got another flag.
Well, this
I'm sorry, sir. I just want to throw my flag as everybody else has.
sideline encroachment warning against South Kitsap. So no penalty. The second one is a penalty.
Okay. Well, like I said, he hasn't thrown his flag yet, so I guess he wanted to be part of the gang.
Greg's leading the cheer up here with let them play, let them play.
So it's been a long time since the last play. We have 3rd and 15. South is coming again. It's a inside blitz. The ball's up in the air, bouncing around. It's incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th and 15. And the punting unit's coming out for Emerald Ridge. So South defense does come up strong and makes it stop.
It will certainly be interesting here now, Phil. Do you go ahead and kick it into the end zone because he does have the wind going for him? I'm not saying necessarily he has the. I don't know if he has the leg or not. This is number 31 for them, Chase McGuire.
He's a 6'1". We'll see. Rugby style kick. Oh, drops the ball. Well, that's not going to go very far.
No.
That's out of bounds at the 25.
And when I was looking at
26-yard line.
He had a lot of room to run as well. I'm quite surprised he didn't take off.
Yeah, I think I would have looked at that myself if he had the time, but I just fortunate for South. Again, it's literally the ball bouncing the right way. I don't know if the wind caught that or what, but he went to rugby style kick it and literally missed the ball. So South takes over, 1st and 10. First play is a quick pass play out the left-hand side. And it looks like that's the number 13. That's Deshaun Keel. So, and that goes for 6 yards, so 2nd and 4.
And right now, Phil, I think I'd like to see probably a couple of little plays here and there. Just run the clock a little bit.
We'll get just under 5 minutes left, so it'd be nice to score with just a little bit of time left on this clock. But let's get the score. So there's a first down for South Kitsap with a 5-yard gain on the ground. So that's Isaiah Davis, 5 yards.
And who knows, they could be setting up for the long one.
So that's a quarterback keeper up the left-hand side for about 7 yards.
There we go. We just got a flag because one of our players was the second person. And you know what they say, the second person's always caught. Personal foul.
And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against South Kitsap, looks like. sometimes you just got to be smarter than that. Your offense has the ball and you're moving down the field.
And I saw Coach Kralik on the sideline as well. He's done a great job of keeping very calm there. I'm not so sure I'd have been as calm as Coach Kralik right then and there.
So that's going to bring up second down, and looks like 16 yards to go. So still makeable 2-down territory for South. And South huddled up, which is unusual. I don't know if try and kill a little bit of time, but we got a reverse to Ogun for South going around left-hand side. Stopped at the 30. So Emerald Ridge did a good play, good job not over pursuing, and South will actually lose about a yard. So third and about 18.
Third down and 19.
Pass play coming up for South Kitsap. Glisson's throwing out, throws it, but it's incomplete. So that'll bring up a probably punting situation for South Kitsap.
Yeah, Phil, we didn't take anywhere near off the clock what I was hoping there. And that penalty, I mean, as obvious as it is, that hurt us.
Yeah, you just can't have those penalties in a close game. I mean, it's just, you have to be smarter than that. And I realize he probably didn't start and he got caught on it and shoved back, but
No, and he didn't. I was watching it from up here, and he was just, again, as I've said before, we see it all the time in the pros and college. The second person always gets caught, and look at that hang in the air.
and that's not a great punt for South. That's going to stop at the 39-yard line, so pretty much brings it back up to the line of scrimmage. That's about a 9-yard punt. So it puts Emerald Ridge in good field position. They really didn't even have to move the stick. So first and 10 from the 39-yard line. So again, we need another stand from the defense here. Timeout Emerald Ridge. That, coaches don't like using that. That's a timeout used on a change of possession. That'll frustrate a coach.
Yeah, I guess you can only say at the end of the day, he still has one left on all accounts up there, and 3:15 left. Frustrating right now. That we should still have the ball.
But certainly, even if we can make a stop here, get the ball back, we can score quickly. So that's easy to do.
The real positive thing, if you want to look at it this way, is that really South has kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit here, and yet they're still in a ball game. So it's only 17-14. We cleaned some things up, and we're going to come out with a win. But they got to quit making these mental mistakes.
So pass play coming on up. Quarterback's got run for it. Gains 4 yards, but good job by the defense again.
And that was Logan Skoda and his quarterback, number 12 there. So they've changed the quarterback.
Don't know if that's a normal thing for them or not. So.
Well, he does play QB, but he is their linebacker as well.
So another pass play coming up. Caught.
And again, we're tackling up by the shoulders here.
Yeah, that drags down to the 14-yard line. So that's a big gain, about 25 yards or so. And it's first and 10 from the 15. quarterback's running, designed run for the quarterback this time, and he's gains about 6 yards. Yep, down to about the 9. So 2nd down 4 from the 9-yard line. Another run for the quarterback. South is all over it. And stopped him about a yard short, so it's 3rd and 1. Change of offensive players.
So it looks like Skoda's come out, Phil, and they're bringing in their other quarterback, Gage Hansen, now.
Yep. So third and 1. Long one from about the 6. And it's going to be a run play to the left. South is on it. And I think he's going to be short. So it's 4th down. Got 1:21 left.
So at this point, what do? You take the points? I think you take the points. You know, you've got 1:14 left.
I think you run the clock down, take your last time out, and kick the field goal, personally. But because if you don't, then
Even if he took a delay of game, you're only looking at another 5 yards. It doesn't look like they're going to do that.
no, he's going to at least line up for a play.
Let's hope our boys are disciplined. Just watch the ball.
You got a timeout on the field. So that's Emerald Ridge calling their last time out. So I don't see the field goal team getting ready, so it looks like they're going to go for it. So,
Well, I'm wondering if it's what you said earlier, Phil. Is he maybe just going to try and get him to jump offside and get the automatic?
yep, the number 3 just came out of the game. Their starting quarterback, it's Gage Hansen.
Well, if he's come out and if they're going to go ahead and stick Skoda in, just going by the size of Skoda at he's 202 pounds, I would suggest he's going to keep the ball.
Yeah, I think I'd get on both sides of those A-gap and make sure I'm pushing. They're missing a player, so.
Well,
This
Phil,
would be a big stop for South.
I think I'd have a few more men in the box there as well.
Yeah, it's a
No,
touch.
they've already blown the whistle.
He's down. Okay, so he's down to 1. They got to reline up quickly because the clock should start as soon as the marker is set. It shouldn't take that long to set a single marker.
And I would almost suggest it's going to be the same play.
Yep. You got to just pile up that box, try to stop it. Oh,
False
we got
start?
false start,
I
I
would say
think.
yes, sir.
South
Oh,
calls timeout. That's too bad 'cause they really didn't look like they were set.
You know, I'm if you're going to get beat in the air here, then fair enough. I would certainly be stacking the box right now.
With the quarterback that got in, that's going to be your only chance. He's, very good-sized young man, 202 pounds, 5'11". And he's already proven that he can get low and move his legs.
And we're tackling high, so, he's probably going to carry him in.
Yep. So stack the box, try and do it with numbers, and stay on him when he goes down. Again, no timeouts left for the Jaguars. There is 35.6 seconds left, so that's probably enough time for a couple of run plays. It's 1st and goal from right about the Wolves' 1 yard line. And he's going to throw it. And that is a touchdown. Like I said, when it's first and goal from the 1, you stack the box and you hope for the best when it comes to the passing game. So,
No, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I'm going to. That's exactly what happens when you give 15 yards away and you put your punter in a position where it's very difficult right now with the wind.
and then we gave another 15 yards away. So, those are the mistakes. We've got to cut those out. Right now, it's a 9-point game.
Do you have any idea, Brian or Greg, do you have any idea how many penalties we've given away?
So, and that's good. So, there's 28 seconds left, and it's 24-14. Emerald Ridge is leading South Kitsap. Things actually, if South Kitsap clean up the penalties, they can certainly come back in the second half. This isn't like some of the other games we've seen where, South was getting fortunate and some bounces and stuff. It's the exact opposite. So, they just need to clean it up.
And as quick as our offense can actually score, I know there's only 28 seconds left, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest to see us get down the field and at least have a chance for a field goal.
Oh, we have 2 timeouts too. So,
get Isaiah into space and maybe take a couple of shots.
I was going to say, if nothing else, throw it up at the end, and as long as we can get close enough to heave the ball a couple times, you never know. You get pass interference call, something like that, you get another shot. So. But again, I would certainly keep people moved up. I'm really kind of expecting him to squib this. I wouldn't expect a deep kick.
No, I agree, because he doesn't know which way to kick it now, as he's not sure which way Isaiah's going.
He's looking to the coach to see what the coach wants, but. So it is a kick. Connor Seaton's going to get that to 15. Connor can return these, so there he goes.
He might be gone if he has only got the kicker to beat, and he's going. He's going down the line.
He's down the line. Okay, he's out at the 15-yard line.
And there we go,
Great
Phil.
return.
Like I said, only 28 seconds to go, and we're down at the 13-yard line, 16 to go. We're already in field goal range.
Yep. We do have this wind against us, but 16-yard line, 1st and 10, 16 seconds left.
That's going to give Emerald Ridge food for thought as well. They're not going to know who to kick it to now. Connor's gone down one way, and Isaiah's gone down the other.
So let's see if South can punch it in. Again, South does have the 2 timeouts left, so that everything's open right now. First one is a run up the middle by quarterback. South should be calling timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah. So that took 6 seconds off the clock. We are down at the 9-yard line.
So I think you got a couple of quick passes in the end zone, then you got to try and go over the field goal.
Exactly. Or, again, you still have 1 timeout left. You can get again, if the run's a quick one, you can go for it.
I'm going to throw this out there as well. You've got Garrison holding.
Garrison, if everybody remembers, was our.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, was our quarterback. Well, Soto was hurt, so he certainly has a lot of experience.
Fake it.
Fake the field goal and go for it. At this point in the season, you might as well. I know it would be an extreme disappointment to Emerald Ridge to give up points when they scored with 28 seconds left. And at South, we like that.
We do.
So I'm really almost expecting a run play here. Nope, it's a pass play. Oh, he's in. Oh, he dropped the ball. Looked like he had the ball and 1 foot in, but he couldn't hang on to it. So 6 seconds left. I think you get time for one more quick play and then go for the field goal. Gotta be quick though. It's another incomplete.
He's got to hold on to that.
He's got to hold on. I think he was being held as the part of his problem, but it was low. But I agree with you. So 2.5 seconds left. The field goal unit's coming on out. And I agree with you, Lee. Right here,
I would just do it.
I would.
I don't think Emerald Ridge are expecting it at all.
No, they don't have a timeout to call to tell people to watch out for it. But no, they go for the field goal, and it's missed. Wide left. So it's 24-14 at the end of a half that saw South kind of kill themselves.
So, yeah, at the end of the day, I think as crazy as this sounds, if they would have gotten a touchdown there, and even though they would have been behind, they would have definitely, I think in my opinion, they would have won that half. But at the moment, hey, we want to throw this back down to Sophia Catton on the sidelines again and see what she's got for us.
Thanks, guys. And, unfortunately, the Wolves are going into the locker room at halftime, down to the Jaguars with a score of 24.
Yeah, we can talk. What would you like? You would like us to go ahead and just introduce our two ladies up here? All right, we're sorry about that, everybody out there, but at the moment, we're going to now turn you over to Celine Eddings and Natalie Strauss, two of our fine young ladies of South Kitsap High School. Go ahead, ladies.
Thank you, Mr. Ladeau. Good evening, all. Hi, I'm Celine Eddings. I'm from the video program, and with me is Natalie Strauss.
Hi, I'm Natalie Strauss. We'll be your announcers for the halftime show.
So tonight is the night we've all been waiting for. We'll finally find out who will be crowned king and queen of the homecoming court.
Yeah, the competition is pretty tough. They're all very involved in the school and have a lot of spirit.
Not to mention their amazing dance moves.
That's for sure. Today we had a pep assembly, and the homecoming court did a dance performance for the school.
Not only is it senior night for football, cheer, dance, and band,
but also the senior class's first time ever winning the pep assembly, all 3 years at South Kitsap High School.
And I have to say, Natalie, that was definitely my favorite part, winning.
Of course, that was really important. But I really liked when the homecoming court did a dance, and they did the song Fergalicious, of many other songs.
They had some crazy dance moves. And right now, if you're paying attention, you can see that band is coming out. They will perform under the direction of Gary Grams.
They'll be playing 3 songs, and then after that, we'll have the introduction of the homecoming court and the crowning of the king and queen.
I have to say, Natalie, I am very excited. There's some lovely kids out there tonight.
Yes.
So actually, this week, South has gone under a lot of homecoming festivities.
Leading to the big dance, homecoming.
So, Natalie, what was your favorite part? I have to say mine was Safari Day.
Yes, we had many different spirit days this week. We had 4 different ones leading up to SK Day. Safari Day, was that Monday?
That was Wednesday, I believe.
Wednesday.
I believe Monday.
My favorite was definitely Superhero Day. This actually, Celine was Captain Celine, and I was Super Strauss.
It was a very exciting week. It was also nice seeing a bunch of other kids get involved with WTV. We had a lot of guest anchors. That's always nice.
Yeah, we had guest anchors from band, choir. Okay. Now, and right now for you, we also had some band people on WTV, and now we have band performing for you live on WTV.
Stop. Yeah, and then Dad's like, maybe you should check that. mic is not on. Okay, take the intercom off.
Off of you.
Hello? Where can you hear me?
I have her on supplement, I think.
Okay. So we're now standing by. Seeing our crown.
So again, the dance team will be performing with band, and this actually, for the seniors, is their final performance on the SK field. practicing on
For
the
sure.
SK field.
Those kicks, man.
I know.
I wish I could do that.
Seriously, I have to
And the
say,
splits.
the
They're very
senior band
talented.
members and the senior dance members
came
are,
together.
yeah, they went down with a bang.
Of each other.
All right, so now that we've gotten to watch that amazing show, and band was again directed by Gary Grams, it's time, Natalie. It's almost here.
Almost
We're
time
about to find out
out.
who will be king and queen. I have to say that there's so many kids being honored that it's crazy to think that only one will go home with the crown. So
All right, looks like any time now the carts are going to be heading through that giant wolf. That was
Yeah.
actually a senior. That was a.
that was
gift.
it from the class of 2016. Yeah, that was their senior gift to the school, and it sure is coming in handy at this
Yes.
moment.
I think it's a very nice gift. It has a lot of school spirit. Like
Yeah, a lot of
a
SK
mascot,
pride.
very big mascot. So upcoming this Friday, we'll have homecoming, and the theme. Would you like to announce it, Celine?
And the theme this year is a masquerade.
Only we spell it masquerade as in mask, SK as in MASK for masquerade. Yep.
And so leading up to that, we had a whole week of spirit days, ending off, of course, with an SK day for everyone to just show off their school spirit.
We have freshman class who comes in gray to the pep assembly. Sophomore class is all in yellow. Junior class is maroon, and your seniors in white.
And again, the senior class finally was able to pull off a big win at the pep assembly, which is legendary for us. And also,
I think the spirit days throughout the week really hyped up a lot of people's energy for the pep assembly and for the homecoming dance coming up.
well, here's our first cart.
Our first card are the honored freshman couple containing Kaylee Perkins and Jackson Pruitt. Kaylee is the daughter of Isaac and Chrissy Perkins, and Jackson is the son of Rosa and Wes Pruitt. Kaylee said her favorite high school memory so far is band camp.
All right, and in cart number 2, it's the honored sophomores, Emmeline Hutchison and Tyson Bryant. Emmeline's parents are Ron and Sean, and Tyson is the son of Jeff and Teresa Bryant. You know, he plans to become an international entrepreneur, and Emmeline would love to meet Ellen DeGeneres.
And in card 3 are the honored juniors, Madeline Mackey and Alex Garcia. Madeline is the daughter of Shannon and Carol Mackey, and Alex's parents are Joe and Barbara. His favorite memory at SK was winning the 2015 state baseball championship. Madeline really would like to meet Zac Efron in her future at some point.
And now, in cart number 4, is our first pair of honored seniors. It's Rachel Albertson and Nathan Lee. Rachel's parents are Sydney and Rick, and Nathan's are Reggie and Diane. Rachel claims to know more about baseball than her boyfriend, and Nathan would like to meet Will Smith, his acting inspiration.
And following them is cart 5, Angel Pruitt and Cole Mason. Angel has her brother Jackson, who's also in the court, and she's the daughter of Rosa and Wes. And then Cole Mason is the son of Tim and Janelle, and he plans to become a dentist. Hopefully he's a better dentist than a driver. Just ask him.
And in cart number 6 is Leia Duque and Jacob Hasselbrock. Leia is the daughter of Oliver and Ruth, and Jacob's parents are Mark and Shannon. Leia is actually an SK cheerleader and very happy to be an SK Wolf, while Jake If you could change one thing about SK, it would be to have a later start.
Cart 7 is Haley Cook and Zach Zamberlin. Haley has 3 brothers, and Zach's parents are Hillary and Steve. He's our ASB president. He also is anxious to explore SK campus in his golf cart as soon as the half is over. Haley loves baking and cheer, and she once hit a vending machine and received 2-for-1 chips as a result.
And now in cart number 8, we will be having Bailey Maycumber and Dylan Maccabetis. Bailey's parents are actually Ted and Irina Maycumber and Lana Brown. Bailey's participated in 4 SK theater productions and is actually a member of acting ensemble, while Dylan is the son of Tammy and Ed Maccabetis, and his claim to fame is he snorts almost every time he laughs.
That's true. I have witnessed that.
You know, I'm actually one to do that a lot as well. And now,
After them is cart number 9, which holds Alex A.G. and Steele Spangler. Alex's parents, A.D. and Rodney A.G. Steele is the son of Scott and Christy Spangler, as well as Karen Spangler. Steele's from a large family of 11, and if he could meet anyone, it'd be Steve Carroll from The Office because of his witty personality. Alex A.G. is on SK Cheer, is ASB treasurer, and for some reason she likes to grow avocado trees.
and now in cart 10 is Cassidy Furman and Tyler Grant. Cassidy is the daughter of Gene Furman, and Tyler lives with his mom, dad, and sister. Cassidy has a huge family and loves dogs, and her favorite memory at SK was hearing Mr. Downham say, "What the hockey puck?" And Tyler would also love to have a late start, just like Jake.
After them will be Isabel Nagoy and Jacob Ostrowski in cart 11. Isabel's parents are Mary Beth and Augusto, and Jacob's parents are Arthur and Elizabeth. Isabel's the ASB secretary and a member of the SK crew and would love to wear tie-dye every day if she could. Jacob, although his parents are both Polish, they met in New York City, and Jacob was born in the Queens. Jacob Ostrowski claims to be the youngest man on earth named Jacob Ostrowski.
And finally, in the final cart, Eva Knowles and Eli Watry. Eva is the daughter of Mark and Jennifer. She is the ASB vice president, and she is a member of the cross country and track teams. And Eli's parents are Eric and Leah. He is a member of Link Crew and captain of the football team. Eli plans to see more of the world through travel while in the U.S. Coast Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2016 Homecoming Court. And now it's time to announce your 2016 Homecoming Queen and King. We'll wait a minute as they keep...
Actually, we will have a drum roll from the SK Marching Band, and we hope that everyone gives a big round of applause for the
Once you find out the
2016
winner.
Homecoming King and Queen. All right, Natalie, I have to say I've waited all week for this.
Me too.
It's very exciting.
Very high competition. A lot of them are very involved in different groups, so they all have a different group that they reach out to.
All right.
SK Marching Band. And please give a
You
round
know,
of
I think
applause
all of
for
these kids are very
Homecoming
involved, and they're just
King, Eli Watson.
I think no matter
great
what,
people.
they're all very honored to be on Homecoming Court, and they definitely are all happy to meet. All right, and your queen and king for,
Your queen is,
drumroll please, Cassidy Furman.
and your king, Elijah Watchery.
Nice job to all the competition. They're all very involved at SK here. It's a very nice honor for them to have won.
All right, well, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all stay tuned for the second half of the football game.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, just give that one more time for the 2017 Homecoming Court, or 2016 Homecoming Court. Alright, Homecoming Court, clear the track. Homecoming Court, clear the track.
start the second half of this game. We have a score of 24-14 in favor of Emerald Ridge. Lee, what do you think of South Kitsap's biggest change coming up here?
Oh, their biggest change, did you say?
What do they need to do in the second half?
I think, as cliche as it may sound, they just got to tackle. I think, we've gotten to the guy. It's just we seem to tackle high all the time, and they're losing 5-6 yards extra on it. And if we get low, it's frustrating. I think, we've seen it and we've said it so many times before, and I'm sure it's frustrating for the coaches as well. But I believe they have a chance. They should have scored there. And we're coach couches, right? Or couch coaches, sorry. I can't keep messing that up. But Brian Picker's probably the biggest one, hence why he's not on the mic. But I really would have liked to have seen Coach Crawley fake that field goal. I just don't think they would have been expecting it. Garrison's your quarterback, and he's holding.
And when you're kicking into the wind that we have, I think that was a long shot even from that distance to get it. So,
and that was my biggest reason for it as well.
But I agree. I was really half expecting the fake to come. I think, if South Kitsap can stop killing themselves with the penalties. We haven't had that many, but they're crucial, and they're 15 yards each time. We're not getting the 5-yard false starts. We're getting the 15-yard personal fouls, and you can't start a drive on your own 5 with 1st and 20 and expect to get very far. It's just too hard. I mean, it's just a difficult thing to do. And I agree with you on the tackling. It's how many of these times have we seen 2 or 3 of our players hit somebody, hit them up high, and not wrap up. Just get your arms around them would be great. Seen young Mr. Keel do a great job of holding on to somebody's foot a couple times, and instead of giving up a big play, they're getting 2 yards. So needs more of that.
Yeah, I got to believe that it's positive the coaches have been all season. During the halftime, they've gone through some things, obviously, on the chalkboard and in the locker room, and I'm sure those coaches certainly G'd up their players, and each coach for their particular players, the offense, defense, special teams, and I think they'll come out and still believe that they can win this ball game.
Well, and the other thing we have is it is homecoming. Nobody wants to lose their homecoming game.
No.
I think it's also senior night. You've got these kids that are going to be pumped up. They're going to come out. They know they can play with this team. They know they can beat this team if they clean up their act and they put stuff together. They're competing real well. The defense has made some stops. The offense is able to move the ball down the field without much effort. So hopefully we can just make these changes, get things going, and come out here with a win.
I think we just got to start fast. And I like it when Coach Crawley goes with his no huddle. I just think, and we've talked about that during the week, and I've expressed that I think they play, and he believes they play better when they go into no huddle as well. But that's the drum. It's outside, ladies and gentlemen. You hear?
So that's the band leaving the field here. The captains are getting ready to come on out on the field, and do you go for the wind or you take the ball? I think I'd take the ball and try to. The wind, while it's been up and down, doesn't really seem to affect, except on the kicks, doesn't seem to be affecting the throws all that much.
And it certainly looks, the wind doesn't look like it's changed at all.
So
there was an unsportsmanlike penalty issued against Emerald Ridge.
we have
At the start of the second half.
an unsportsmanlike penalty against Emerald Ridge at the start of the second half here to get it going. So Emerald Ridge will be kicking off from their 25-yard line, I believe.
Well, that was a good spot by Brian. I didn't see what was going on there. He did mention that the flag was thrown. So good job, Mr. Pickard.
Not sure what that penalty was, if it was, I know it was unsportsmanlike conduct, but I'm not sure where, the teams are separated, if it was coming out late or
something on the way into the locker room. Or?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll take it, and we should get a good return out here and good field position. They're kicking into the wind from the 25-yard line, so we have Isaiah Davis and Connor Seaton standing at our 25, and expect the ball to be short of there.
Well, it'd be interesting to see what he's going to do with this kick. Is he going to try and kick it deep, or are they going to continue to do what they've been doing all game?
I think from this point, he's got to get it deep, because otherwise he's giving the ball inside the 50. So it's a squib kick, and Connor fumbles it a little bit, but picks it up, takes it up the middle. Oh, my gosh. Great return. And 45-yard line, and he was tackled way up high, but I don't see a flag.
That's what I'm confused about. I was just going to start that, Phil. We had one thrown against us earlier, and
that again looked like he had him in the helmet. Again, face mask can be anywhere, any of those holes inside the helmet, but the officials didn't see it that way. But we do have great field position on the Emerald Ridge 45, starting 1st and 10. First play is a pass play out to Isaiah Bird on the right-hand side, and he's going to gain some good yards, about 8 yards. Possible fumble.
I think he was down already.
I think he was down, so he's still got to hang on to this ball. We don't want to put it on the ground at all and let the officials make a decision. So we got 2nd and about 3 yards to go. So it's gain of 7. Next one's a handoff to Isaiah Davis up the middle, and he'll gain the 1st down. So we're down to the 34-yard line of Emerald Ridge already. 11:18 to go in this quarter.
Well, gentlemen, I've got to say, Greg, they're starting out quick here, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the things you like. You like to play quick.
Yeah, it's another quick pass going no huddle. Isaiah's got it again. Isaiah Davis, and he's down to 29-yard line, gain of 5 yards.
Yeah, speeding it up like that, it doesn't allow Ridge to do a whole lot. It keeps them in their base defense. You keep the pace up, tempo high. I think when you get in a rhythm, then that offense begins to have more of an advantage.
So 2nd and 5. Pass play, inside handoff to nice run up the middle for 10 yards. That's number 32. And that's Jeffrey Williams.
And that was very well executed, because I think it had quite a few of us fooled there.
So great job. 1st and 10 from the 20. South moving the ball. Again, another run up the middle for about 5 yards by
Jeffrey Williams. Again, they're sort of using the same tactics. Skoda, who's a 202 for Emerald Ridge. Well, we've got our guy here, and he's a 205, so he's going to be hard to be bringing down as well.
This time we got a little pitch out to the right. Doesn't have the kind of speed that Isaiah Davis does, but he's going to lose about 3 yards. Actually well read by Emerald Ridge. We haven't had a lot of luck going outside on him. I think our best bet is slamming it up the middle.
Well, you've got a 205-pound young man going up the middle. I think if we're going to go to the outside, then we use our quicker guys.
The 3rd and 9 yards to go was that loss. So pass play coming on up. Now he's going to run it. Quarterback's got it. Makes a move out to the left-hand side and dives down. He's going to be short by about 2 yards. So Soto's down at looks about the 12, 13-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down. And looks like about a 3 yards from where the marker is. So they're going for it, and he's keeping the ball.
It's going to be close.
Inside, it's going to be close. The quarterback keep. He had a nice hole there, but good tackled, and we're going to turn it over and down. So,
I like the call. They stayed aggressive through the whole drive. I don't blame them in this particular instance for not going for the field goal. So, if defense can step up here,
And that's it. I don't mind the call. We've been a fairly long field goal attempt for our kicker.
And I got to, I'm just throwing it out there. Perhaps Coach Krolick is thinking if we, we can get the stop, they still have to kick into the wind.
Yeah. Well, here's a pass.
Got to say that was a good job by the quarterback there because he had several wolves in his face when he let go of that. He stood in the pocket pretty well.
Yep, and that was a nice pass scheme, about 20 yards there. So we have 3 receivers to the left and an empty backfield right now. So quick pass out to the right. And pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line, so that's a gain of 13, so that's another first down. We really, at this point, we need defense to step up and make a stop. And
that was number 7 getting the first down for him. And we haven't called his name tonight. That's Daniel Gregory. He's also a 6', 165 wide receiver for Emerald Ridge.
So again, empty backfield. Another pass play coming up. Tapped at the line of scrimmage, blocked at the line of scrimmage. Great job by the defensive line there.
That looked like, again, number 32, Jeffrey Williams. He seems to be doing a lot tonight on the field.
No, just a great job. Ball had no chance. So that brings up 2nd and 10. Emerald Ridge huddled up. Keeping some backs in this time. We have both quarterbacks in right now, number 3 and number 12. So handoff up the middle, trying that left tackle side.
And that was number 67 there, Phil Michael Major. He was not letting go.
No, that was a great job. They had success with that in the first half, but definitely stopped them there. So we got 3rd and 8, guys. See if we can get a stop here. I think I'm bringing a little bit extra pressure into that quarterback right now if I'm coach and not giving him some time. The stoppage of play.
Yeah,
timeout by the Wolves. They had tried to make a late substitution, had to call timeout. And, I think I'm not sure if it's on the coaches, on the kids, but somebody there. We've got to make those substitutions. Those are the timeouts that hurt us later on when we need them. So, but defense has a good chance. I don't mind if there's a mix-up. Coach calling a timeout, see if we get to stop.
Well, while they're in the middle of their timeout, I just wanted to let you all know that on the 24th, Monday, at 7:15, we have senior night for our volleyball team, and they're going to be taking on Puyallup at home and in our South Kitsap High School main gym. I'm sure that those girls could do with all the support that night as well.
So I'll be watching for a quick slant up the middle here, but give the quarterback too much time, and it's overthrown. So certainly didn't go for a quick slant up the middle, went deep with it, and that brings up 4th and 8 from their own 45, 46-yard line, and they're going to punt. So,
I think I might go all out a little bit on this as well. Try and put some pressure on the punter.
Yeah, I would definitely bring a little more pressure on our left right side because he's going to come this way and try to punt, and he's trying to release. That's a good job by Isaiah not getting that ball, actually. It does roll down to a 10, but I think if he tried to field that, he might have gotten hit before he had contact.
I agree with you. He looks a little bit disappointed. He thinks probably should have picked it up, but, that was better than he thinks. He did the right thing there, just letting it go.
The one thing that I'd like to see South do on those punts is you got to get somebody wide and coming in at the punter because he's holding on to the ball for so long that there's 4 or 5 Emerald Ridge guys down there ready to down the ball instead of the possible one that you got to get away from. So South is ready to snap the ball. And we get ready for play. So it's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Davis up the left side, and he's going to go for about 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 from the 13.
So right now, as it stands, Brian's doing a great job with our stats here. It looks like we have about 134 yards of rushing to, I apologize, 157 yards of rushing.
So his second play, another pitch out. It's going to be pass attempt, but it's well covered. He just needs to run the ball. Oh, he throws it.
That's a great throw right
Great
there.
job. That was he was covered. Emerald Ridge had that well covered, but he threw a shot to Isaiah Bird.
It looked to me as if, Jeffrey Williams stopped. And it froze. Emerald Ridge, they stopped and thought maybe the play was over or something, that they was going to get tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, no, that was a great job. Like I said, I thought he was going to be stopped in the backfield, but you get Isaiah Bird with an end around, using his speed again. Tried this a couple of times. This one's better read by Emerald Ridge, but he still gains 5 yards. So, I don't know a coach who won't take 5 yards on first down.
Isaiah's coming off with a limp right now. Hope he's okay.
He kind of holding top of his knee. I wonder if he got a little bit, you lock knees with somebody and it hurts sometimes. So, and then we have a
nice little spin move.
Nice roof, nice run.
He was already down.
He's down. They're calling him down to the 49-yard line. That's Isaiah Davis.
A couple of good spin moves there.
That's about 14 yards for him, and we have ball 1st and 10 out of our 49. That was a great run. Quick little pass play out here. That's a gain of 9 yards. That's the number 13, Deshaun Keel. So the offense is definitely rolling. We just got to keep this going. It's 24-14. Let's see if we can bring it on down and punch it in. 2nd one at the 42. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got the first down. Just about broke it. He's going to gain about 8 yards, and there's a flag on the play. The flag is deep in the secondary, and it looks like it's on South because they're talking to the Emerald Ridge captains. So,
I'm not sure if it was a chop block, to be honest with you, Phil.
I'm not sure either if it's a hold or pushing them back, or a lot of times when the receivers see the quarterback start to run, they try to get their hands on somebody to make a good block.
Nope, it was
holding. So that'll bring up 2nd down again. It's going to cost them on that play about 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 3 because that's from the spot of foul. So this time we go for a pass play again, Deshaun Keel, and that's incomplete. He had it in his hands and got hit. It's one of those things you kind of got to hold those, and if you want to be receiving this league, you're going to get hit. So. But they'll work on that. And, 3rd and 3. So this is the handoff to Isaiah Davis. Tries to go around the end, breaks some tackles, brings it on down. He's going to be close, but probably about a foot short of the first down, and bring up 4th down.
I'm going to reiterate what Brian just said. I would definitely go for it at this point. If it had been any, 2 yards short, then I might have thought about punting it. But
yeah, this is the time where you wish you had a quarterback under center, though. I got to tell you, only got a yard to go. It opened up a quarterback sneak, a
Bit of play action.
Play action, opens up so many things that this formation does not allow necessarily. It takes a long time for these plays to develop when you're out in the pistol and you only need a yard. But so I believe that was a timeout called by the Jaguars. I think they wanted to make some defensive shuffling players and get more big bodies. So 4th and 1. Quarterback's keeping it. I think he's got it with the dive. He's down. Where they're marking it, I believe it's going to be close, but I believe he's got it.
I got to say, though, Phil, just reiterating what you said again, it was too long to develop. I mean, it's a good thing that COC's got some speed and a quick little move there. Otherwise, we don't get that first down. The under center is probably a better option, in my opinion.
So now we come back with a pass play. COC's going deep down the left-hand sideline and overthrows the receiver.
Well, it looked like our receiver actually stopped his route, and he should have just kept going.
Yeah, it's so important to get that timing down, that the receivers continue those routes, that no matter what happens on the play, I think he might have felt that he was held, but you keep going, and let the refs make the call if they're going to make it. But so that brings up 2nd and 10. We all know we're in 4-down territory here. It's not going to make any sense to punt it from this place. So gives us three downs to get to first down. So I kind of like that call on first down. Take a shot. Quarterback's keeping it. Runs up the middle, picks up about 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 7.
I'd like to have seen Glisten there. He was, he just happened to be standing right behind him. I'd like to see him just get in there and give a push, not standing there. Give his quarterback a little bit of a help.
Yeah, that is one of the things that is legal. It didn't used to be. So we have stop it play.
Looks like it was a false start.
We did ball, we have encroachment.
Oh.
So that'll give us 5 yards. So that'll make it 3rd and 2.
I'm glad I got that one wrong.
I think we moved because they moved first. And in high school, once you cross that line, that's it. You can. So 3rd down and a short 2. So handoff into Isaiah Davis, runs to his own player, bounces out to the left side, brings it down to about the 30. So.
And guess what we have on there? Would you believe it, Phil? We have another flag.
This is flag is
away
from the play.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is a personal foul. The reaction of our players looks like it's against us.
It looks like it may be against him.
Yeah.
Against Emerald Ridge. I just don't understand why it takes so long in these conferences with these officials. It's either a penalty or it's not. If it is, you should know what it is. Personal foul against, they're calling against both ways, so they offset.
No, they were both going at it.
I hate to say it, but this game is getting a bit out of hand. I mean, we've seen that call before. We've seen a bunch of personal fouls, and if these kids keep it up, I think one of them will wind up getting ejected. Because the refs aren't going to put up with so much,
Well, the referee, there's no reason why he can't call the captains together real quick and say, get your players under control before it does get out of hand.
Yeah. So, got a pitch out to Isaiah Davis on the left-hand side here, and he's slips a tackle and brings it down to the 12-yard line.
It's a great run.
Yep, 18-yard gain. So great job by Isaiah Davis. So we have first down and goal from the 12-yard line for the Wolves. Got another run play. Down to 10.
I got to say, it was he dropped the ball and was able to pick it up. So that was a good job, really, by Isaiah.
Yeah, make something out of what could have been a loss and still get about 3 yards. Long 2, short 3. So here we go again. South right again. This time quarterback's going to roll out to the right. Got somebody in the end zone, broken up, and there's a flag against Emerald Ridge.
I was just going to say, if you're going to be throwing these flags, you better be throwing that one because that was pretty obvious from way up here.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 1st and goal for South, and probably about the 6, 7 yard line. Again, this game's getting a bit chippy. You're saying interface, dead ball, face mat. Oh, you're
my
kidding
gosh.
me.
Okay, well,
Wow.
we don't always
We don't see
get
everything.
replays, and if we were able to get one on that, I'd like to see, but I didn't see anything.
Again, we are kind of on the far end of the field, looking to the far corner there. But, the other player, we saw the Emerald Ridge player look like he's doing a lot of pushing, but it may have been because of the face mask. We don't know. So 3rd down, 23. We're going to throw the ball long.
There's just nobody there.
And I don't know who that's to. So,
And there were 4 down territory. And
it's 4th down and 23. You got, I don't know what to say. I mean, you might as well go for it because a punt's not going to do you any good. You're only going to gain 3 yards. So, just make sure it's complete to someone. But no, it's overthrown. And I hate to say it, but those are the ones you cannot overthrow. You've got to, if it gets intercepted, it's really not a big deal. If anything, it could be as good as a punt. And but once again, here we are moving the ball, and
we become stagnant when we're, inside the 20-25, and we make mistakes. Obviously, we give away the penalty. I didn't see the penalty. But you got to trust that the referees are calling it the right way.
yeah. So we got to run to the left-hand side for Emerald Ridge, and South does a good job defense. We need another defensive stop here.
And guess what we got on the play? Another personal foul. And yes, it's like Brian has just said, we reacted to the Emerald Ridge kid. And you know what? You sort of applaud Emerald Ridge right now. They know that they're getting under our skin, and we just keep biting into it.
So we're sitting here in a close game, in a battle, and this has got to be driving the coaches nuts.
Oh, we've given over. I bet we've given over 100 yards away in penalties tonight.
Well, I can think of 5 15-yarders that, right off the top of my head. So we've got to play smarter. Again, this is a game we can win. We can drive the ball on them. We've made some defensive stops. If we stop killing
you know what I was talking about earlier with the referee getting the captains together?
Yeah.
It looks like he's just done that.
So
He should have done something like that a little bit sooner, but better late than never.
you hand up the middle, and South does a good job. But again, they're not low. They're staying up high, and the back is able to drive for another 5, 6 yards. They stopped him at the line of scrimmage, and he's still gaining 5 yards out of it. So we have 2nd down, and we actually gained 8. So 2nd down and 2.
This reminds me of Greg. Do you remember the game where you guys played Graham Kapowson? I'm not sure. I think you guys were juniors, and there was the big back they had, and he could carry about 5 or 6 guys in because everyone insisted on we're going to tackle him up high. And this is what I'm seeing here tonight. We just want to tackle up high, and it doesn't work.
Well, you sent somebody off the field for South. It's got an equipment issue, I believe. Yeah, and a couple times we did hit him down low. He went down right away. I remember in that game too. So break off the left-hand side. And that's going to go for a first down. That's about a 10-yard gain. 11-yard gain down to the 36-yard line. So here's where our defense has stood up before and stopped them, and plenty of time in this game. Again, our offense can move it. Let's get defensive stop. If nothing else, give up no worse than a field goal attempt, and let's get our offense moving. So another handoff up the middle. South is there. They stop him after about 2.5 yards. So good job by a line. They're making contact right away. We just got to wrap him up and finish him off. So 2nd and 7.
Emerald Ridge certainly not in the rush that we were earlier.
At this point, they're probably trying to drag this game out.
They probably feel they're under control or they're in control.
So another handoff, this one to the left-hand side. Cuts it back, but the Wolves are there waiting for him, and they'll gain about 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
And it's certainly 4-down territory for Emerald Ridge as well.
Yeah, again, from this point, they're not going to kick into this wind. The wind's dying down, which is good for South Kitsap because they'd be into it in the 4th quarter otherwise. So,
yeah, looking at total yards right now, South Kitsap have 257, and Emerald Ridge looked like they have about 266. So there really isn't a whole lot of difference in the yardage.
And South has stopping them right at the line of scrimmage again, so it'll be 4th down. It'll be about 3 yards to go.
I mean, I know our yardages probably won't be exact, but we're doing our best up here. I would certainly say that Emerald Ridge are more balanced right now with 138 rushing, 129 passing, as SK have 204 rushing and 53 yards passing.
So 4th down, chance for South Kitsap defense to come up with a stop here. Playing too far off these receivers, that's way too easy. We're literally 20 yards off that receiver. And we have a flag on the play.
Well, you got to sort of hope this is against Emerald Ridge here. I know that's the obvious thing to say, but as
illegal men downfield, so it is. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and repeat 4th down. But
sorry, Phil. As Brian's just pointed out, they get into field goal range. They may decide to take that because there is no wind out there at this particular moment.
Yeah.
Look at the flag, and it's just.
Yep. The wind is in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes has dropped off to nothing. We cannot stay 20 yards off of there, 15, 20 yards off the receivers when they need 5 yards for a first down. That's making it too easy. Our safeties, if they're going to be covering, they need to get up and cover.
Well, they certainly need to be another 5 yards up at a minimum.
Yeah, so we got 4th down and 8. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. No scoring in that quarter. A lot of yards given up by both teams, but
and a lot of penalties.
Yeah, nobody able to punch it in. So 24-14 is what the score remains. And going into the 4th quarter and see if South defense can make a stand. Again, there's no doubt we can move the ball down the field. What else you got coming up, Lee?
Well, on Thursday the 10th of October. Oh, sorry. On the Thursday the 27th of October, we have SK's girls soccer. They take on Curtis. That is their senior night at Kitsap Bank Stadium, and that kicks off at 7:30. So I'm sure those ladies could really do with your support out here. And on Saturday, the 29th, we have the SK Cross Country 4A West Side Classic. And you have the 4A girls race at 11:05 a.m. and the 4A boys race at 12:10 p.m. And the awards should take place at 1:05. That happens to be American Lake Veterans Golf Course. And the bus departs here at 8 a.m.
So come on out and support these other teams too. The, kids put in just as much time and effort, and would love to have you out here. So 4th down, 8 yards to go from about the 35-yard line. And South desperately needs a stop here. So we have trips to the left, two to the right.
Pick.
And they're going wide. And again, unfortunately, we're way off these receivers, and that's a gain of about 18 yards down to 20. So that'll be 1st and 10. So they call that a 15-yard pickup. So Emerald Ridge is going to be no rush in the 4th quarter as long as they maintain at least a 10-point lead. Here's a pass play. Quarterback's got nowhere to go. Oh, he dumps it out to his tailback to the safety valve, gains 10 yards. Good job by defensive line, put pressure, but that was just a great play by their quarterback to see their back released.
It was a good run by the back as well. Just turned upfield and went. Nothing fancy, straight on.
So we got 1st and goal from the outside the 9, inside the 10, looks like.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see Mr. Skoda take the ball here.
Well, he's in the backfield. Again, if I'm South, I'm bringing at least 6 every play. Run blitz, and there goes out to the back, going to the left. He's going to gain about 3. Make it 4 yards down to the 5. So that's Simmons with the carry down to the 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. So 2nd and goal from 5. Getting out a big rush here to get the plays off. Run up the middle. Again, you look at everybody staying straight up and down, trying to throw the runner down. And
well, that was Drew Simmons, and he was definitely not going anywhere on that particular play.
No. So that bearing up 3rd and goal from, it's called 3. It's right about the 3.5-yard line. So I'm expecting a pass play here. This is what they did last time. We sold out on the run, and they threw a pass. But I'm definitely going to try to put some pressure on the quarterback or get into that backfield.
Well, it's being
it looks like
given to
Skoda's going to be the
so
quarterback. So more of a run, yep.
And there you go.
He's in the end zone.
Just power football, that.
Yeah, he's just a big young man, and that brings up 30 to 14. So Emerald Ridge will get up here ready for the extra point. The thing about this is that, again, with South Kitsap, they just need to go down and score quickly and make this a game. And the only way to go and do that is if they clean up the penalties. Okay, we got a stoppage of play.
This has got to be a record for penalty flags.
We have looks like illegal substitution on South. So that'll bring the ball half the distance, so a yard and a half closer. So Emerald Ridge just set up for the extra point attempt. And kick is up, and it looks good.
Well, Phil, I got to say right now, Emerald Ridge has held their part of the bargain up, as their average score per game is 30.9. They got 31 points, so like I say, they've held their end of the bargain up here. Now, if we can get South to do theirs, we might win this game 37-31.
That'd be fine. I think we've had plenty of opportunities in this game. We've moved the ball quickly. We've killed ourselves with the penalties. There's just no nice way of putting it. You got to play smarter. You just have to absolutely play smarter. We were down. We could easily have 2 more touchdowns, if not 3, on the board. And
at least the band's still going. I mean, I can almost swear I felt the band in my ear then.
The band's going. The fans are here. They're still cheering them on. And again, this is a team we can move the ball quickly on. So take it one series at a time. But the other thing is we have to be able to stop them. And defensively, we're just not.
Yeah, it seems to have been our Achilles heel since the beginning of the season, stopping other teams. And we've had some pretty good run backs, so hopefully we can get another one here. This could be the start right here.
So it's off to the other side of the field this time. And Bird's still on his feet. He gets a block, he might be able to make it around.
Hogan there. That's a good job by little Quinn Hogan there.
Yeah, it was a good job seeing that and making a good block for him.
Yes, he did everything he could there.
So Hogan takes it on around. That was great. That was he probably ran 100 yards. Just love it happened to be sideways. So
I'm not sure, but since the little knock of knees or whatever happened to Isaiah Bird, has he been back on since?
No, he has not. He's standing on the sideline without his helmet in his hand, so I think he's done for the night.
That's a shame.
That's a loss for South Kitsap. So quarterback's going to keep it, run the ball, and he'll pick up just about 10 yards. I think he's a little bit short, so it'll be second down. And see, we got our fans out there still supporting the team.
Wouldn't you like to be out there, Greg? I mean, Coach Kralik is not a big fan of tight ends, or I know he's also said that he doesn't have anyone who can actually play that position as far as, in his opinion. So, if we can get you a suit on, would you get down there?
Oh, absolutely. And if I could do it all over again, especially homecoming night, that was a lot of fun. We had an awesome game. It was quite a season. I mean, to be back out in the field, wearing the South jersey again, that would bring back some memories.
So we have a little receiver screen play on second down. That's going to pick up 8 yards. That'll give us a first down.
Might want to try and get some alumni game going or something, right? Maybe with some ex-coaches.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Bring everyone back and have a little bit of South Kitsap family football or something like that.
So South has first and 10.
Leave that to Coach Segerson if he's listening. Organize that turkey bowl or something like that.
So nice try to get outside. Almost kept his balance, but really get stopped for no gain. So that was Isaiah Davis on the carry. South is in there, no huddle, hurry up offense. On second down, he gained about a yard, so second and 9. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he gets
hit hard.
No gain on that play, so I'll bring up third and 10.
Although back when we had that tight end slot filled quite regularly, we certainly ran a much different offense than what they're running now.
There's, you can. It's incredible. Different minds, different coaches. And I think Coach Seegerson was obviously a very good coach, very knowledgeable, and
We have dead ball here.
I feel exactly the same about Coach Kralik. He just breathes football.
Oh yeah, different mindset, but
Yeah.
same thing. They're both have their strengths and definitely different philosophies surrounding both offense and defense. But it's fun to watch either way and see, and that's what's fun about the game of football. There's so many ways that can produce good results.
So that's a false start on South. They'll bring up 3rd and 14. So we do have a change of quarterback right now for the Wolves. We have Garrison Glisson in. So Garrison's back to pass. Nobody open, so he's going to run.
That's a face
Yeah.
mask.
He picks up about 10 yards, so it makes it 4th and 4. And South is, there's no way they're going to punt at this point, so. So 4th and 4 from the 37-yard line. Ooh. Isaiah Davis has it, and
That's a
he's got the
first
first down.
Very well executed.
Good job on Isaiah's part, keeping his balance, and good job by the line by seeing that edge. So we got 6:49 left in the game right now, and South has 1st and 10 from 32. Empty backfield. Garrett's going to keep it and run. So he's going to pick up 4 yards. No flag, so the Wolves are ready to snap the ball again. And pitch out to Isaiah Davis. He makes a couple moves, brings down inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. First down, Wolves.
And apart from that run fill, the thing I like the best right there is just before he's going to get hit, he covered up that ball with both hands.
Yeah, so that's an 18-yard gain. So 1st and 10 from the 11. Wolves are ready to snap the ball again. Here we go. This is the hurry-up offense we need to employ here. Again, Garrison's going to keep this one. Brings on up, down to the 8-yard line, so gains 3 yards. Wolves already got the play. Little pitch out to Isaiah Davis. Gets down to the 5-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 4 from the 5.
So is this a tactical move here, the quarterback change, or is COC injured?
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
He still has his helmet on down on the sideline.
Well, I think Garrison Glisson has more experience running the hurry-up offense right now because he played longer seasons. COC was the starter, but he was out for a while, and I'm wondering if if it's just what we got. So we got 4th down here and 1 for South from the 2, about the 1.5. So again, they've got to get this. They obviously they're going to go for it. So off to Isaiah Davis, and he's going to get stopped. The ball comes out. Picked up by Ogun. Nice job by Ogun. Pick up, try to make something out of it. South loses a bunch of yards, but it really doesn't matter because it's going to be turnover and downs. And there'll be Emerald Ridge's ball on the 18.
Yeah, and Quinn Ogun did a great job there because I saw a couple of Emerald Ridge players around that ball, and if one of them picked that up and scooped it, they might have been gone for 6.
I think they would have been. There's no doubt. I thought he did a great job getting that ball up and again trying to make a play. That's all you can ask from your players is try to get out there, make something happen. So I would kind of expect a bunch of runs here from Emerald Ridge.
Yes, right now, like I said, looking at our stats man, Mr. Pickard up here, he's got him at 146 yards rushing and 154 passing. So, they're balanced, but you're talking 5:21 left in the game, so why wouldn't you just run the ball
Here
now?
comes the first run. South has stacked the line, and they've stopped him for about not quite a yard gain.
And we almost had him in the backfield again.
So they're calling it, really it's no gain, 2nd and 10. He might have gained a foot, but so again, Emerald Ridge in no hurry to snap the ball here. 2nd and 9, again, kind of expect another handoff. Here it is, right up the middle. South is in there waiting for him. Finally put somebody on the ground, so a gain of...
Maybe it's just me seeing this, but didn't they look to have the box stacked a little bit more?
Yeah.
And it confuses me why we didn't do that a couple of times earlier in the game.
So 3rd and 9 with 4 minutes left.
So Emerald Ridge with a 3rd down and 9 as they are letting this clock run.
So another handoff up the middle.
And I actually thought it was a false start.
We have a flag down on the play.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call that for a false start, but I believe that number 8 for Emerald Ridge started just a fraction early before the snap.
With the tackle, and there is a penalty flag downfield.
Personal foul, face mask against South Kitsap. So here we have him stopped again, and we give up a 1st down. So I know some coaches who make the kids do bear crawls for every yard of penalty they get, and I don't know if Coach Garlick is one of them, but I wouldn't want to be doing them for this one because we're well over 100 yards of penalties at this point.
Coach Segerson make you do bear crawls for penalties there, Greg?
Once or twice.
Well, and the worst part is, the clock starts rolling. They'll snap this with about 3 minutes left, and be able to take more time off the clock, and kind of shuts down any chance South's going to have making a comeback here.
And Lee, to answer your question, it was a lot more of the stupid penalties. If you're going hard and a mistake happened. But the mental errors and the unsportsmanlike penalties, for sure, you owed big time.
Right.
So South calls their first time out. And 3:06 left. And
Well, I'm not saying that they can't come back right now, Phil, but it's certainly going to be difficult. Where they have one timeout left, and there's only 3:06 left in the game. And I'm almost scared to say that they'll get the stop. It'll be 3rd down, 4th down, and then we'll give a penalty away. And that seems to have been
That's
really
the
the
pattern.
story of tonight.
yeah, that's certainly the pattern tonight. Again, this is a team that I truly feel like South could have beaten, should have beaten. If
I think it's the personal fouls that bother me more than anything. It's how they let Emerald Ridge get under their skin. And you know what? People might want to call it unsportsmanlike, but Emerald Ridge did a great job of, provoking that out of them.
Oh, if you get in the mind of your opponent, you won. I mean, that's what we did.
Yeah, and they did exactly that. They certainly got in their heads.
so, here's a run out to the left-hand side, and he's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards. Let's call it 4 yards. So it'll be third and about 5 yards to go. So, and I believe South has called their final timeout. So they'll get the, if they can make this stop, they'll get the ball back, but there's only going to be, 2 minutes left and they need 3 scores, so. But nice to see the kids down there still supporting their team.
And they've done that all season. They've done a great job with that. It's not too often you see that throughout a football season where your fellow student body is still supporting you. And it's not warm out there either.
It's not warm. It was wet earlier in the day. It's when that wind was up, I'm sure it was cool. But they're out there, and that's a great thing to see. Your high school years are short, and I'm glad the kids taking advantage of it.
Well, like we said, Phil, I would expect nothing less than a run here. I'd be surprised if they did anything else.
Yeah, at this point, you're just
I'd be
trying to get
surprised if
here.
Scout is not the one running it.
Yep, there he goes. So South does get the stop, and Lee, I don't see any flags on the field.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty much. Clock's still running too, so here comes out the punt team.
Well, it's 3 yards for a first down. By the looks of things, or no, 4 yards?
4 yards.
Do you send your guys? Or you just say, you know what, let them punt it and let's take our chances that way?
I go for the block.
Well, again, I'm sending my
I
left
like it.
side.
I go for the block as well. That's I would be doing.
You know he's going to rugby kick it out to the right. I'm sending my left side out. And look who he's got blocking for him, though. He's got his 3 fastest players.
Oh, it's over his head.
There you go. Again. So don't touch it, guys. So that's going to be about a 14, 15-yard punt.
And we could have, I think, actually blocked that down there. And it's just our player, probably a little bit weary because the flags have been going so long.
Yeah,
It's like, I'll just leave it, let it go.
So South does get the ball with great field position. They're on their 43-yard line. There's 1:54 left.
3 scores down. If we can score twice in the next 54 seconds, who knows what can happen, right?
So South waiting for the play. This will probably be about the longest that it takes to get play in.
Probably hurts a little bit Isaiah Bird not being in there.
Yep. Again, Garrison is the quarterback, and that's Christian Blue, I think, carrying the ball, number 20.
They don't seem to be hurrying up too much to me.
Well, South is on the ball, so. Here's a long throw, long pass, incomplete.
Well, obviously, the good thing about that, it stops the clock.
Yep. So that was intended for Deshaun Keel. And he'll come out of the game after running that far. So 3rd down for South. Run to Mr. Ogan. And he'll get out of bounds, which is great. And he gains a bunch of yards, brings up to 4th and 2. Obviously, South Kitsap will be going for it at this point. With a minute 19 left.
Thought that was
Offsides, yeah. Pass out to Ogan. Gets the 1st down and out of bounds. Good job. Smart play there.
Very smart. He's got some speed.
Gets some speed, and he's, that he could have tried to cut and make 2 or 3 yards more, but getting out of bounds was certainly the smart thing to do.
I think, and you know what, I'd have to ask his dad. I think he's running like a 4.840 right now.
Whoop! Almost dropped the ball.
And it looks like a flag that's against Emerald Ridge, I'm going to say.
There is
It might be pass interference is what I'm thinking.
Or holding, defensive holding, one of the two, I think. Where and when that was thrown, certainly. But so there was an interception there, but there is a flag. And the offense and defense, neither one is moving off the field, so. Again, I'm not sure what this long conference is on the officials.
I see a little bit of slapping of hands down there with Emerald Ridge, so I'm thinking it might be against South Kitsap.
No, it's against Emerald Ridge. So, again, I'm kind of curious as to why it takes so long to make these calls. So that's an illegal participation. Basically mean they had 12 guys on the field, I think. So, no, that's the 15-yard.
And you're just throwing the flag?
There's a 15-yard penalty.
I mean,
This will spot the ball on the 28.
So the ball's on 28, and South Kitsap has 1st and 10. 1:03 left. Pass play. Oh, he's wide open, and then he's overthrown.
in actual fact, I think Quinn Hogan was also wide open. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. That's number 21 that's out there. That looked like Drew Kalimuko, and he was wide open.
Yeah, that pass was intended for Deshaun Keel, and he was open. He got behind the defenders, which when you're up by as many points, that's a mistake. So. Another pass play coming. Good job by quarterback, get out and goes through the hands of Quinn Hogan.
Yeah, you can see his frustration down there. He knows he should have had that one. But you're not going to believe this, gentleman.
There's a flag on the field somewhere?
Unless that guy dropped it.
Maybe they got holes in their pockets. I'm not sure. There's 48 seconds left.
Way back when, I heard Greg start the chant, let them play. I agree.
Let them finish. So, again, penalty is going to go against Emerald Ridge.
What I'm worried about here is that all these penalties is going to have more yards than one of these teams.
We have pass interference against Emerald Ridge, and that's going to cost them 15 yards there. So 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, 48.7 seconds left. And there's a pass play out to Mr. Keel. He gets a nice break up by the cornerback. There's good coverage on that play by Emerald Ridge. Nice throw by the quarterback. Garrison hit him in the hands, but I think the corner was it right there, able to rip his hands out. So 2nd down. So that's an incomplete pass.
And another flag down.
And we have a flag on the play. Again, looks in the area kind of defensive holding, pass interference. That was a late flag. No, it's dead ball foul.
I feel like laughing as well because I don't know whether to laugh or cry right now.
It's a personal foul against South Kitsap. That has got to be their 6th or 7th or 10th personal foul of the game. Again,
It's ridiculous, is what it is, and I'm
it's
going to call it like it is.
yeah. This is not what you expect out of a high school team. You've got to be smarter.
Out of South Kitsap football.
Yeah, you've got to play smarter, guys. It's as simple as that. And so 3rd and 25. Ball's thrown up. Oh,
That would have been special.
that would have been a great catch by Quinn Hogan off a tip. Excellent try.
And not that he hasn't given effort all game, but I would say the last 5 minutes, 6 minutes of this game, he seems to have been everywhere and just a little bit unlucky here and there.
Yeah, it's the way it is, and just that for him, the ball just aren't bouncing the right way. And
Well, gentlemen, this could be the last play for us of 2016.
well, we got another game next week, but just not for us in the booth. We're done.
And guess what?
We have a flag.
And I'm going to say that's pass interference.
So we're again the flag's down at the 5-yard line, right where the two were going up for the ball. So if it is pass interference, it'd be half the distance and automatic first down. It is pass interference, so South will keep the ball first down, so we'll get another 3 or 4 plays or until they score. We keep talking. So it's been a fun year broadcasting with all 3 of you, and look forward to doing it again next year. So this team, I think, is going to continue to get better as they learn the system. But, they do have one more game away next week, and then they have a crossover game. So hopefully we get a chance to get another couple of victories here for South. So
Wide open. That's got to be pass interference.
There's the flag.
I mean,
Again?
but the thing was, that flag took a little while to come out.
I don't think you really want to call it, but he had to.
So that'll be
I actually see our athletic director down there with a wry smile on his face as well.
half the distance again to the goal and a first down.
Or you make a touchdown by penalty.
At some point, we're going to be an inch away from the goal line, and
At some point, we're going to be by the scoreboard the way this is going.
so 17.3 seconds left. But I do want to remind you that the play would continue on the defensive penalty because that seems to be appropriate.
Thank you for pointing that out, Phil.
So we could be here for another couple of hours the way this is going right now. But so it's first and goal from the 7. And I'm kind of expecting a pass play. No, it's got.
It should be first and goal.
It's got to be first goal with pass interference. It's automatic first down.
Or picked off.
That is an interception. So Emerald Ridge will have the ball on 20, and they'll take one knee down, and that'll be the game. So 12 seconds left.
Obviously, and I know you all are as well. I'm obviously disappointed for the boys down there. I'm disappointed for the coaches and the students that they've lost on homecoming night. They don't like to lose at any time, like all 3 of you have said, but especially on homecoming night. However, I will say, despite the penalties and everything, I'm glad not to see a score that's something ridiculous like 60 to 51 or anything. So
that's the end of the game with a score 31-14 in favor of Emerald Ridge.
Our final score,
I'd like to, give a brief recap of this game, but we had so many penalties. I think it's got to be the standout point of this. And with their last 2 games coming up, if they can, I hope that they can clean those mistakes up, not let the other teams get into their head or anything like that. Go out there and give it everything they've got for their last 2, and come out victorious. Do themselves some justice.
Yeah, I mean, they easily could have won this game. I mean, there's no doubt they competed. They drove the ball, and it just turned around, and you'd get down inside the 10, and you'd have a 15-yard penalty, and just kill your drive. It happened 3 times. That's 3 scores.
I'd like to know, are we sending this down to Sophia Canton on the field, or is she not down there today? All right, then. So we want to thank you all for joining us here for South Kitsap High School boys football game. And we'd also like to thank the students of the video production program here at South Kitsap who made this television program possible. They've done an absolutely fantastic job this year. And again, the final score was South Kitsap Wolves 14, Emerald Ridge 31. Phil, Brian, Greg, it's been an honor to work with you this year. Thank you very much.
Same with you, Lee, and look forward again to next year.